Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 with Liereyy and ACCM for a spot in the net round against the Viper. That is going to be absolutely amazing. Will be the semifinal for the loser brackets, you know, but as we were talking, no surprise.
No surprise. Persians versus Dravidians, and one of those maps that has that capital I shape in the middle for the island. And if you go for the Feudal Age galley opening, you have to sail really far around. If you go for the Feudal Age forward dock opening, transport and forward dock, you're usually in a really good position with the forward docks.
Yeah, but this is the craziness of this map. You don't know how is the shape going to be, right? So the players, it's kind of like flipping a coin to pick the right strategy here. I like this map shape, you know, because sometimes the map, it kind of can be unfair and it depends a lot on the lag. And here, whenever you land, it's more or less fine. Similar for the players.
Yeah, and the relics are fairly evenly distributed. We had seen a couple of maps where maybe 4 relics are on one side. So when you're going to land and go for that monk war, we have 3 to the top and then 2 more to the bottom. It should be fairly even. And sometimes we see if you go for that forward dock, you already have control in the middle and you can't force your opponent to go for one side or the other when they land.
Okay. You think we're going to see anyone going for the forward dock? Like potentially could be done even with both civilizations.
Yeah, both civilizations could do it. Dravidians probably the one who think about it the most with all that extra wood they get. They can actually afford the docks more easily and afford to produce out of the docks. But Persians with their fast uptime could try to do it too. Yeah,
and then faster production as well with the galleys forward will be very dangerous. What is true is that the uptime for Liereyy is really sick.
It is. And he has a transport ship.
Oh, well, now we know.
Now we know. He's going for the forward dock.
Yeah. And this can be brutal here, you know. Especially with this civilization producer, it's going to work really, really well. Wow. Liereyy is thinking, if I qualify, I need to play another series. I want to win quick this.
That's true. And he wants to go for the forward dock, sending the vills across. And as I said, I think this is exactly the shape of the map you want if you're going to go for the forward dock. So he's going to send the scouts and the vills forward and do the best he can to find that opposite coastline.
He's going to be so happy. If we put his fog of war now, he's going to see the coast already in a moment. There you go. He might be thinking, oh, wow, this is so nice.
And he's looking now.
The dock is there. And so close. But, well, with the shape, it's normal to be so close. He's having a little bit of bad luck because the other dock from ACCM is completely on the right side. So now you think he should do a second dock forward? I mean, a lot of resources.
You need the second dock forward. I think you need the second dock if you're going to match the production because ACCM already will have 2 docks in defense. And that's what makes it so tricky about this build. You need the wood essentially for 3 docks while your opponent only needs 2.
Yeah, and one of your docks is in your main base, so production is going to be difficult. Yeah, but he's doing a galley already. That this is super quick.
And you know, maybe he's thinking he doesn't need the second dock. If he's up so fast, he can make 2 galleys by the time ACCM is up. So he can do 2 galleys, and then there's the second dock, and then try to snipe off fishing ships before ACCM even hits feudal.
Yeah, but he is doing it, and he's going to be able exactly to produce more. This is a really, really fast up from Liereyy. He has 2 fishing ships. The problem, obviously, you need to do the damage because your opponent has 6 fishing ships, but the galley is there already.
And 3rd dock from ACCM even. He might be looking to add in some more fish, but that's not going to happen as soon as those galleys pop out.
Yeah, but how do you defend nowadays? I mean, he's there with the galley. He's going to take the villager?
Does the villager have loom?
Almost.
No, it doesn't.
No loom.
But it's going to run away.
Yeah, but the galleys just kill the fish so fast. He's going to have 3 galleys there. He's going to take all the fish down.
Yeah, and 3 galleys take 6 arrows to destroy a fishing ship. So 3 galleys take them out really quickly.
Yeah, the fish is going to be gone. This is already 2. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Liereyy playing really well.
And what a build order. What a clean build order from Liereyy to go up and immediately get 2 docks and 3 galleys.
Well, it's showing exactly what we were talking about him as a player. Who he is, right?
Right.
A player that he has so clean gameplay, and if he's executed the way he wants, you can see he's going to try to block. He's going to send the scout there to be even more annoying. Not anymore? Okay. He's trying to micro the scout. He's going to go with the galleys.
Wants the villager. Still no loom. Still no loom on the villager.
Still no loom? Okay.
I've never seen this landing the home island to kill a villager.
Oh, wow. He's delaying quite a lot. And even if he didn't kill the other fish, the fish is not working. It's away. It's gone. It's idle. So this is working good. He's going to take it, man. It's still no loom.
No, the loom just came in, but he's still going to get the villager. He's still going to get... Wow. He might even get the scout. He has an HP advantage on the scouts.
Anyway, Liereyy has 4 galleys now. His opponent 3 fire galleys. He's going to try to now block here. And
More fish going
the
down.
transport ship. Yeah, he's killing the fish. The transport is going to be gone. No, he's going away, just in time. The scout is going to be gone now for Liereyy. That's not good. Losing the scout is not what you want.
So maybe a bit greedy from Liereyy. He did force out Loom and get some idle time on that house, but now when you want to collect the relics later on, you're not going to have the scout to fight the monks.
Yeah, but look at now the resources already. Yeah, resources collected seems to be more for ACCM, yes, but look at the resources in the bank for Liereyy. Already floating 400 food, and now microing like a beast.
Absolute beast. And he's perfectly balanced to click up to the castle age. We see ACCM maybe floating a bit of wood, and without the fish, he's going to be far slowed down.
What do you think should be now the following here for ACCM? Because if he now invests a lot on water, he has lost already 3 fishing ships. He doesn't have a great fish. He's fishing. So do you think this is the way to go? Fish again?
Perhaps it is, if you can secure the water. But I mean, securing the water itself is very expensive at this point, and you might not be able to do it.
Yeah, but and how do you secure the water if you are producing fish?
You can't. And at this point, ACCM also needs to think, if he loses the water at that far forward, he's going to struggle to transport to the middle island later on.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, well, that demo almost made the job, but he noticed and he went right away. Okay, we can see this not producing with all the dogs Liereyy. He's trying also to get the macro proper to go up, but ACCM is now gathering some good resources. He's
demo!
That demo, that was a good job here. There's another demo coming, he's gonna take some damage. He's got, wow, he see immediately, man! And then he hit it, he's so on point.
But good demos.
But look at the ACCM, he's selling everything.
Selling everything, 200 stone, 200 wood. And now he's close to clicking up. But then so is Liereyy, and Liereyy hasn't had to use the market.
Yeah, but he sells his soul right now, ACCM. He's nothing, you know, to go up.
Well, maybe that's what he has to do to even up after having lost all those warships so far. He needs to have a better uptiming, and the market's the only way to do it.
Yeah, well, let's see if it's going to work. The thing here now is he's going to keep going probably on water. He's not having anything on the main, in the center, in the mainland. I think those are probably water buffaloes, those 2 red dots. There you go. And, well, still trying to kill the galleys, but he's not taking it. Yeah, still he killed 4 fishing ships, so
4
the damage is done.
And also Liereyy, with that landing, still has the villagers on the middle. So once he eventually does go up, he can have the villagers ready to produce buildings there at TCs, stables, monasteries, whatever he wants.
Yeah, let's see now the micro. So important micro here. He's coming with more galleys. How many galleys from ACCM? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 coming from the left. The same numbers for Liereyy, but mix it with galleys and fire galleys. He's going to be able to micro this and take it before he's doing castle, because in castle he's going to have war galley upgrade right away. Now, Liereyy is on the way to castle. He's a little bit later than his opponent, a minute and 10 seconds. ACCM is holding well the position.
Yeah, and Liereyy adding in more ships, and at least ACCM is forcing Liereyy to continue investing. It's not like Liereyy can just make those docks win the water and that's it. He needs to delay his uptiming a bit, as we see he's up later than ACCM, just to keep holding on to that forward position.
Okay, amazing economy for Liereyy. 27 billions on wood, 1 on food.
Perfect. Perfectly balanced.
Great balance here with the 8 billions on gold. Let's see what he's going to be able to do from now on. Obviously, he will do some farms, I believe. You know, he has only 1 fishing ship. He lost 1. He did only 2 in the whole game. Only 2 in a map like Migration. It's crazy.
I mean, we saw ACCM do that same thing against Yo, where he only made 2 fishing ships to try to go up fast, but with the Italians, Yo still fast castled off of it. Here, ACCM a bit more delayed.
Yeah, he's taking some good kills here before he's doing the upgrade. Now, Liereyy need to go away. The double dog is still there. He's doing more galleys.
Yeah, and that's the downside of going for the build that Liereyy did. If you look at the resources collected, ACCM up by about 400 to 500 resources.
Wow, a lot more. Well, let's see what he can do from here, because those galleys are going to be upgraded in 5 seconds. And then, even if he got more numbers, Liereyy, that's going to go down probably very soon. Oh, man, look at this.
That is
galleys.
Beautiful from the fire ships. Everything going to go down for Liereyy. He has to run away. And now ACCM with some water control, with some initiative. The only question now is, how does ACCM get to the middle? He has 1 transport ship, and what does he do with it? Demo.
Oh! Well, that demo take all the galleys, as you can see. 40 billions, 38. He took everything. It's to the right side. Smart. Very smart, because he knows that his opponent is going to be in the middle, close to the double dock. It's been a tone center. It's exactly what he needs to do. Can we see Vodka Liereyy main TC to see if he's also now... Yeah, he's spamming now farms. He has to do it, because he has not enough
have the fish. And also, can we see Lierey's line of sight? Does he see that TC from ACCM? Yeah, he doesn't know which side he's landed on right now. And this is what we saw in that Hera Liereyy game yesterday. Both of them made their TCs right next to each other, but Hera immediately threw up the workshop. ACCM knew that Liereyy was in the middle of the island, so went around to the side for the landing.
So, should Liereyy now focus completely on water? Because I see that he's still producing a lot of galleys, or keep going with the boom. Well, the second TC is going to be there, so probably he's not doing army yet on the land, but keep going water.
Now, this becomes tricky for the Persians from here on out because they're a great early game water civ with their amazing Dark Age economy and their faster working docks. But as you get to the late game when they lack Bracer, it's going to be really hard, especially against a civ as good as the Dravidians, to stay on the water.
Well, you can only go fast fire ship with Persians. Most likely we'll have to be stuck in those units. But numbers, it's a bit similar. It's still more for ACCM. The second TC is now done by the Vietnamese player, but 7 billions more already. Persians production is crazy.
That it is. But sometimes on migration, you're not adding in the 4 or 5 TCs that you might see on other maps. You're staying on a smaller number of TCs.
It's something that Liereyy usually do it, right? Like, we have seen more than one time that he's not going for heavy boom. Oh! Well, good demo now here for Liereyy. And you can see how the Navy numbers are almost the same. So now we need to focus more in the macro. He's going to take that dog. Well, who cares? I'm not even fishing, right? He has the other 2 dogs forward. He's going now to take more galley. He's going to take now with the demo, going to take that transport seat. He missed it, and he should kill it. It's very important to do that. What is that building? Siege Workshop at home? On the main TC? Siege Workshop?
Yep, Siege Workshop.
Okay. But there's nothing from ACCM yet. He's just doing in case. Just in case right now.
Well, he knows ACCM is going to be on the middle, right? He knows that ACCM has to be there somewhere. And the other option is just Monastery and Scouts to fight for relics, but neither of these is really good at monks.
No.
So it's a tricky scout fight.
Yeah, and also you can be more or less relaxed in the sense that if you do the siege, you know that Dravidians not going to have good monks, and probably is going to counter with siege itself at the maximum. But for now, we see a barrack. That means he's going to go stable, Dravidian?
I think it makes sense. I mean, they don't have the best stable, but they still have Lightcav, and they still use Lightcav to snipe monks and fight for relics. You don't need to have all the upgrades on your units at this point in the game.
It's really fine. Liereyy is doing now Bozo. By the way, those upgrades I didn't notice. ACCM, Bozo, Horse Collar, and Wheelbarrow already for some time ago, while Liereyy only now doing the upgrade for the wood. That's important in the long run.
Yeah, and Liereyy hasn't had any upgrades. Farms without Horse Collar.
No, nothing. Really nothing. I know the demo. Distribution is similar for both players with the village, but Liereyy has more thanks to the Persian production. 11 villages more. Now has the stable, gonna go for the scout. While Liereyy is gonna mine his stone. I like it, but I don't like it that he doesn't even have a barrack, right?
Right, and it can be tricky to fight the scouts if you don't have the spears out. No, he's going to go for the stone. I mean, if we see War Elephants this game, I'm going to be happy if Liereyy makes a Persian castle. I don't think he's the player to do it.
Yeah,
but we can always hope.
Well, let's see if it's going to happen or not. He's doing another Tone Center now, ACCM. Okay. That's going to be the third one. Wheelbarrow now for Liereyy. Still no Horse Collar, which is really hard in the long run. It's going to hard really in the... Is he attacking with both galleys? Yeah.
Yeah, he is. It's just pointing to the side.
It's like, okay, he's gonna now take it those. It's no Navy at all for ACCM. So now, Liereyy, stop the water. You need outposts. Okay, fog of war here from Liereyy. Let's see that outpost. Horse Collar finally. He see everything.
Okay,
man.
Wonderful outpost there.
He see everything. Both TCs, stable, barrack, and now what is the reaction for Liereyy? He's building something. Barrack right away.
Barrack sees the two mangonels, brings them back, make sure he doesn't run into the scouts. Well done, Liereyy.
I love that moment because we see how important is exploration.
How important that outpost is.
It's so crucial, man. It's really, really crucial. And the fish is gone now, if you see it. And he does.
And he does. And those fire ships, so good at destroying the fishing ships. He doesn't even need to use the demo. Let's just maybe snipe the other demo.
He's gonna do it.
He does.
And then he's taking out the others. All the fish is gone. This is absolutely beautiful for Liereyy. Look at the population, how keep growing. He's gonna make now spears. He's not even doing the stable. But
there's the third town center.
He's going for Imperial, man. And in Imperial, what?
I mean,
are we going to defend Dravidians?
do we? Dravidians, don't they do have, that's good in this matchup, as weird as it is to say, the skirmisher. They have great skirmishers against the Persians, and sometimes on this like migration, you go imp. You try to fight down the middle of the island, you go skirmishers, it's the unit that both civs make.
Don't look at me like this, okay, Dravidians is fine here, you know, it's really, really fine. Actually, it's it's dangerous matchup here for Persians, honestly.
It is. I mean, lots of mangonels now from Liereyy, and ACCM needs to be careful. He's doing a workshop, but going to be in a siege fight where Liereyy already has the mangonel advantage.
Yeah, the 3 mangonels are coming. The siege workshop is in a bit of a hill here. The lefties are behind, and he knows that he's coming. He's gonna have an old spears probably to deal. He's with 1 alone here. Hand card already for Liereyy. He definitely catch up on the Arbris, and now he surpassed him. This is gonna be very important to take it. He's blocking those. Now those light guys is gonna be in a position that he should go and make a bada boom. Didn't take it, but now he can go behind the trees. He's not doing it. He's gonna now try to kill the mangonel, but oh my god! Well,
what a shot! What a great shot!
Yeah, it was very good because you can kill yourself in that situation, and he did a great job. But now, there's another mangonel in that siege workshop, but he knows. Liereyy knows, and he has to be careful, Mr. West.
And he's splitting up his mangonel so he doesn't take 1 shot that hits multiple, and he can just sit there and take out the workshop.
Oh, wow.
Even gets the mangonel for free.
Great micro there by Liereyy. Well, this is now starting to become more about the mechanics because the strategies are kind of clear. The water is not going to have, for now, a big impact. For now, they are booming on the land. Now you have to be careful. Another
mangonel for free.
For free. He's forcing him to do another at the back, but this is not the problem with Dravidians. You don't have good monks. You don't have good monks.
You don't have monks.
Shot. You don't have monks at all. Now he's going to take another village. He's denying that siege workshop. That village is 1 HP. Okay, he took that one. But look at the resources now for Liereyy.
That was an amazing few fights for Liereyy. He lost 1 mangonel, destroyed a workshop, several mangonels, denied another workshop. And what does ACCM do here? He has to do a defensive castle and
he panicked.
Just hold.
He panicked because now the castle from Liereyy is going to be more or less where he killed that siege workshop. And if you do the castle there, he's, by the way, need the buildings to go up. He's about to go up to Imperial.
And then he'll win a Treb war against that castle, and ACCM now is stuck on the very bottom of that island, nowhere for him to run.
Well,
and trying to get back on the water, but maybe that's the key for ACCM at this point. It still is Dravidians. That's where they have the advantage of the water. And with this shape of the island, if you can get cannon galleons out, you can destroy pretty much everything on the main island.
Yeah.
But he is pushed right now, and there is Imperial Age from Liereyy.
Are we sure that there's going to be a trebuchet war? Because
he needs to clear the castle, right? He could just go cannon galleons to clear the castle.
Yeah, but what I mean is, look at the ACCM resources. At least that he's, well, he can buy some food. He has 1,300 gold.
It might be a very one-sided trebuchet war.
Yeah. Okay. The castle should be there. It's gonna come. Liereyy has 800 stone. He's gonna send villagers there and gonna try to get the map control. The score is still very, very close, but in my opinion, the advantage is a little bit bigger than what the scores say. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think this is a very good game for Liereyy at this point.
Yeah, the castle will be there. There's still many mangoes, and you can see how Liereyy has been, let's say, a little bit greedy because he's playing with a barrack and with a siege workshop. That's it.
And that's all he's needed. I mean, his micro on the mangonels has been so good that that's all he's needed. 1 barracks, 1 workshop, and he still has the army advantage. Yeah,
now he's doing archery ranges. He's going to go skirmishers, you know. He might be afraid of the skirmisher from Dravidians, but Dravidians is not yet there. Now, Dravidian is on the way to Imperial, but he's going to have 2 minutes Liereyy to take the castle. And if you take the castle, look at the map control here from Liereyy.
He has everything on the main island if he takes that castle. The only question then becomes the water. And how do the Persians play late game on the water without Bracer? They have to go fast fire against Dravidians who are a really good late game water civ.
Okay, let's see what he's gonna make it. This is the university. He has 1, 2 archery ranges. And now, we need to focus probably on this area, because there's where all the important battles will happen now. Man, what he has from the main island, ACCM, 10%?
Less than that?
I was trying to be generous,
let's do some math here.
You love it, so let's go. Castle, second castle in almost the same spot for Liereyy. Trebuchets are coming. I think chemistry, we shall see it right away, and that's what we see right now. He's going for crossbows, which is a great idea. Yes, if you have time and you have map, because now with the mangonels, with the skirms, and with the bomber cannons potentially, those are not going to be enough time for ACCM to mass army.
No, and he's adding more docks now. And I mean, there's no way he can get army on the mainland at this point. I think it has to be something that takes the water and then maybe is able to get cannon galleons to clear the castles.
Yeah, but need to be quick. Need to be quick. Trebuchet is there. He's hitting already the castle. The castle can be repaired. Yes, because he has quite a lot of stone yet. Is he hitting the castle or the DC?
He's getting some ACCM's getting some raids in. Trebs on the castle, and looks like ACCM trying to go for some crossbows in those ranges. Could try to go for some arbalests. And maybe get Arbalest with Bracer to pick Mangonels, but there's the Skirmisher we talked about earlier. Skirmisher's all ready for Liereyy for dealing with Arbalests.
Yeah, and also that's a very expensive upgrade. He has okay resources, but when you are going to be there, you need the +3. Then Arbalest upgrade is going to be +3. Probably he's doing chemistry right away. You can do bomber cannons, but if you take that castle down, it's going to be so tricky. It's true that Liereyy does have a lot of farming. So what to do, Liereyy? Another castle forward.
Why not? I mean, we do see that. What's ACCM going to do if Liereyy comes forward? The skirms are already out there for the Arbalest counter. And that's why we see skirms so often in these situations, because they counter the Arbalest so well.
Yeah.
3 trebs, ACCM can't repair forever. That castle will go down.
Yeah, Liereyy has stone to make 2 castles, not only 1. He's with 4 treb, which at the castle is going to go down eventually. He has outposts. He has expanded all over the map. Really a smooth play here by Liereyy. And now? He's gonna go what? Well, he's doing the armor for the skirmishes, but he's doing even bloodlines. Might bring some light cap in case that he's coming with the skirms. But the castle is down, and ACCM basically has 10 archers right now. Only 10 archers where his opponent has 14 skirmishes fully upgraded.
Yeah, and Lierey's doing another castle on his home island, so he's gonna prevent any attempt from ACCM maybe to do some type of sneaky transport and get the Arbalest over for a raid.
Why not, right? He still have 1,000 stone in the bag.
He can still do 2 more castles in the middle if he wants to.
It's playing completely safe, and I really believe that Liereyy is gonna be able to take game number 1 very, very soon, because there is nothing right now that ACCM can do. The bomber cannon is there, the skirmishes are taking everything. The bomber cannon with the trebuchet behind this is gonna take that TC, and then look at the space now. 5% now, right?
I mean, and 5%, soon to be 0%, that TC will go down, and well, more raids prepared to hit those vills. Another trebuchet out. And though he's doing this, he has 4 or 5 Mangonels just sitting there, not even participating in the fight. He doesn't need them.
Yeah, he's respecting a lot ACCM. Look at the castle he's doing there, man. He could do a lot more forward, but he doesn't need it. The TC is down, and now, guys, he's gonna try to do Cavalier. He's doing Elite Cannon Galleon, but by the time that the Elite Cannon Galleon upgrade is gonna be there, Liereyy is gonna be all over his base.
How many vills are there? How many vills are going to die once Liereyy moves in?
Well,
45.
You got the answer here, but I really believe there is no time for ACCM. It's crazy. This is the definitive
cannon galleon.
That's his face when he see the bomb, the cannon galleon hitting that castle, you know. But still, look at the castle he's gonna make. He's gonna take all the map.
Castle, and impossible. That TC is gonna go down. ACCM just trying desperately to hold on with castles. Is that a transport ship? Does he have to run the villagers now back to his home island? Is that the only place he can keep them safe?
Now, it's his perfect execution, Wes.
Yes,
I mean, he has
absolutely.
200 population right now. His opponent 120, 80 population difference. He's gonna go now and take the tower, even with the skirms if you want it. Well, there's 2 bomber cannons there hitting behind it, and ACCM is, well, 0% of the map now. Right?
He's running all the way to the edge of that island, trying to do the lumber camp. And once you're pushed off the middle, where do you take wood? The wood on your home island goes out very far, very fast.
Savar,
and there is Savar,
wow.
with docks, maybe thinking of a landing for Savars now.
This is a domination from Liereyy.
This was perfect. I mean, right from the start, he had an incredibly clean build in the Dark Age. Did what he wanted to do going forward, disrupting the fishing eco from ACCM. ACCM still clicked up, but in the middle, that immediate workshop and the pressure he was able to apply, the Mangonel fights he took were just perfect. Yeah. And as you mentioned, that outpost he did. Saw everything ACCM was doing.
Yeah, look at the transition now. He see that he has all the map. He's doing now talks. He know that ACCM don't give up easily. You know, 5,000 score difference, remember? And then he's now doing fast fire ships. So he's going to try to bring back now some Navy on the water and control completely the map. To be honest, at this point, I think ACCM, yeah, where are you going to transport this? To your main base?
The only thing that transport can do is run off the map at this point. That'll soon be the only safe spot for him.
He feel bad. Well, look at the castle he's doing. What? Okay.
There's a Cavalier there already. There's no way that castle goes up. He needs to wall in the vills.
Yeah, but then you made that castle.
Now there's Savars.
What are you gonna do there with the castle? It's gonna be a second Savar here. He's gonna try to kill all those villas. It's gonna be Doubt Castle. Most likely. I don't know how much percentage that castle is up, but it doesn't look like he's
absolutely
going to
be a Doubt Castle. That's not going up.
Man. Wow. Clinical play. by Liereyy in this one.
That was perfect.
Perfect, man. It was so good.
I don't even know what to say there. That Liereyy was just, everything you wanted to do was clean. It feels like this is the Liereyy who is capable of doing this against almost everyone in the scene, other than maybe Harry.
Yeah, this is just perfect Liereyy execution, and this is what he has to mix probably sometimes to confuse Hera or some other opponent that he's kind of expecting this. You know, but even if you, the thing is, even if you expect this, how do you counter this perfection?
How do you counter this perfection? Well, Hera finds a way.
Yeah, but in this situation, how you counter? You know, that it's so difficult.
No, I think when Liereyy looked at that Civ draft, he had a plan for the Persians against other Civs, and he had a plan for how to play migration against other Civs. That's why Persians were so early in his draft. And you said Bengali's Dravidian's first 2 picks for ACCM. Kind of a weird first 2 picks. Maybe prioritizing migration in a way that now you prioritize that map and you still lose. That puts you in trouble for the rest of the maps.
Okay. I'm surprised that we see behind here going for a break. I think if I'm not mistaken, the players can take one break during the series, but then you take a break after the first game that not been a super long one. It's kind of like he's maybe not feeling smooth with his gameplay and need to take a break.
Maybe you just need a mental break there to try to put that loss behind him. It was a very quick game too, so maybe he just wants to get the break out of the way, make sure he can refocus himself. And I don't think we know which player took the break. I'm assuming it's ACCM.
Liereyy doesn't want breaks.
Liereyy doesn't want breaks.
Just goes straight,
Okay, it is ACCM taking the break.
Liereyy might be now like, come on, man, don't take a break now. Let's keep going, man. I feel good.
Right.
Maybe he's taking the break because of that. It's too clean. Let's try to break.
Maybe that's true against Liereyy. Maybe you just want to take the break anyway, just try to throw him off.
No. Anyway, it seems we cannot say too much about that game because everything has been said. It's played so good, it's kind of hard to analyze even the keys of that game. What do you think now is going to bring ACCM here? Because
ACCM
in Fractal and Fortress, something can be done out of the
something
box.
Can be done, right? And both of those maps, maybe you can see Bengalis on them. I'm interested to see if Mayans are in a Civ draft. Maybe you could think about playing them on Fortress like the old school days, but kind of have fallen off. And if you look at Lierey's draft, he still has Chinese. That's an incredible Civ for Outcrop, for Land Madness, and for Fortress.
But I think he's going to pick Chinese in Land Madness.
They're very good there, but also could use Khmer there, also could use Gajars there.
Okay.
I wonder what other Civ would he pick for Fortress then? Vietnamese maybe?
For which one?
For Fortress.
Yeah.
Vietnamese for Fortress.
I will go Vietnam. You get bomber cannons, Imperial skirmishers, Ratan archers, feel very smooth with the economy. And since you start with all the farms and you start quicker, it can snowball. I think Vietnam is great there, Okay. But before we keep going, we're going to see what Liereyy has to say about eSport and his trip into the game.
If you can speak to the devs directly, what is your most wanted feature?
Realistically or anything? Okay, in a parallel universe, pathing would be perfect. Realistically speaking, that's not possible apparently. Because, obviously every unit moves a bit differently, every unit has different size and different pathing, so I get that it's very difficult. But yeah, in a parallel universe, if we had a perfect pathing, game would be 10 out of 10. But yeah, what else is there? Yeah, I'm thinking of a realistic one right now. Realistically speaking, I would love to see certain Civs which don't get much attention, recycled. So for example, they get taken off the pool from the ladder, for example, for a few weeks, few months, whatever, rework them a little bit, add in some new Civs, and then recycle those Civs. So you always have 3-4 Civs sitting out, getting reworked every few months, and then they get into the ladder again, a bit reworked. Because there are some Civs that just fall off; they never get to see the play, like Bulgarians, for example. So I wouldn't mind seeing Bulgarians, bam, removed from the ladder, few weeks, few months, whatever, and then reworked a little bit, and then added in the map pool again. Especially because we have so many new Civs now, and it's not a bad thing; it's a good thing that we keep mixing things up. But at some point, the game is already very complex for new players, and then you add 3 more new Civs every few months. It becomes a bit too much, I would say, for new players. For us, it's great, but for the overall generality, can be complicated sometimes.
And how can the devs or tournament organizers or the community maybe attract more players and actually keep them?
They're doing a good job. I mean, they're changing the map pool constantly. They're adding new features. You know, pathing might still be, you know, another topic, but obviously it's hard. What else could they do? They could do... I would still like to see the cycling, honestly. It's a new idea. It would be fresh. What else? Campaigns, obviously a big part. Lots of players like the single-player option and the offline player option. So keeping the game fresh with new campaigns, new history. People love that. That's what most people grew up with. So I think those things particularly.
How many civs can you play at the highest level?
What do you define high level?
Highest.
Highest? Which I would be confident showing on the stage?
Yeah, exactly.
Every single one of them.
Tell me your favorite civs to play, regardless of the meta.
Favorite civ? You know, I grew up and got famous by playing archer civs because I invented, well, I didn't invent, but like I showed dodging ballistics back in the days when it was pretty much impossible because there was lots of delays and lag. So I always loved playing archers. I love how they move. I loved how they shoot. You can do so many things with them. And it has to be the archer civs. So like Britons, Mayans, Ethiopians, those civs. Malay, and those get usually banned, so.
Following up on that one as well, like, do you have a favorite unit?
It's either a plume archer or a longbow. I grew up with those two units. I love those two units. They're both ranged. They're both super fun. They look cool, so it has to be one of those.
Good. Who's your ultimate 2v2 partner? There's a term.
My ultimate 2v2 partner. You know, historically, it has always been hard. I grew up with him. We both got good very fast and very well, I would say. We're both top 10, top 5 almost. And yeah, so it has to be hard. That being said, I think I also had huge success with Hera when I played with him a couple 2v2s back in the, when was it? A few years back when Hard wasn't active. But yeah, those two are my ultimate partners.
Has to be really hard for Lee to don't be able to play those archer civs anymore, right?
Must be.
Not this. I mean, they can play, but since there's also a lot of different maps, you know.
And we have a bit of a meta change, right?
Changed a lot.
Right, we see not just not so much archer civs, but a lot more skirmisher dominant these days, and also a lot more cav archer dominant.
Yeah, have to be done something with the skirmishes. Are too powerful.
Well,
we
you did make the crossbow upgrade more expensive, right? That has a large effect. When you're doing that transition and trying to add in the units, I think it's part of why we see cav archers so much these days. You're kind of going for that quicker feudal age where maybe you have a smaller army. You're not getting that crossbow power spike that you used to.
I wouldn't mind to bring the original crossbow price, you know. And also I feel that the +3 is combined with the arbalest is so expensive.
It is very expensive now because you hit imp, you want to do arbalest, bracer, chemistry.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. Well, let's see. Fractal or Fortress is going to be ACCM is still, man, this is not a break. This is, he went to another country, man.
he's got to go try the waffles out of the shop out there.
Well, you know, guys, that, don't worry, guys, I'm not patient either. You know, I want action. You know,
you want the game more than anyone right now.
Yeah. You want the game, you know.
Yeah, actually, I think Liereyy might want it more than you do.
Yeah, but they're coming.
Oh,
there you go. Vamos.
Liereyy.
He's warming up against the AI.
Yeah,
you know,
he's playing there.
He's
still playing.
He's still playing there. He's still playing there against the AI, you know. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. If you want to take a break outside, I mean, it's not super cold, but I think that should be bad for the mechanics, for the hands even.
Yeah,
he's going
that's
out,
a good point.
You know?
If ACCM loses the Villager in the Dark Age now, maybe we have a reason for it.
I'm sure he went out. You know, out, and it's cold there, and then you get your hands kind of freezing, and for the game it's important.
You know, especially if you want to play Fractal, where in the first minute you might be laming.
Yeah, for example, it's something to really take in consideration.
And we see he's staying at his desk, he's staying warm. He's warming up, he's playing against the AI, as you said.
Yeah, no.
He's doing to stay warm between the games.
I'm sure, I'm really sure. Well, he needs to do something special because Liereyy has been too smooth in the first game. So it feels that the loss last night didn't really affect him too much. He probably was like, well, against Hera,
I feel like Lierey's smooth against everyone other than Hera.
I wouldn't say that he wasn't even smooth like yesterday, you know, because
he
tried something
very well.
different.
I mean, something like Tata, right? Two players who played very well against Hera, and Hera just figured it out.
What was the first game I remember perfectly because it was with the Siege shot with the Mongols behind his base, you know? What was the other games? You were casting the cities? I think so, right?
Yeah, you asked me to remember what I casted. That's a hard part.
It was, though.
The first game was the memorable one with the mangonels and everything, right? There was that migration game we had, right? As I said earlier, where they both went and landed at the same time in the middle, but Hera had that workshop and just kicked Liereyy off.
I couldn't come back from there. And what was the other? Was this
the third game?
You don't remember the end?
That was...
I'm not trying to put you in a comfortable
position.
position.
On the spot.
I don't
You
remember.
either.
I was casting also.
I know you were
know,
casting.
I was
You're
checking,
casting that back room on your channel.
In the
on your
background,
channel.
yeah. But I don't remember it because you don't want
so
to
fast.
remember. It was so fast.
Right, do you think Liereyy remembers it?
Nah, he forgot already. He preferred to forget, you know.
Right.
But that's the thing here. You think this kind of situations because with the double elimination, some of the matchups can be repeat at some point.
And I mean that probably will be our final, right? We have a good chance of that, of a Hera Liereyy final again.
Can happen. Can happen. Can affect that, or after all these times that they have faced it, you just have to.
Well, after all the times they faced each other, I don't think facing each other ever gives them something new. All right, there's the bracket. So again, we have Liereyy winning the first game here against ACCM. Winner will go on to face the Viper, who will then face the loser of Liereyy, and then winner of that set then goes on to the grand finals.
And it's really crazy the two series left for today. Like Hera Mr. Joy is going to be the next series, and then the Viper versus the winner of this series. It's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick. And if it's Liereyy, it's like having again the top 4 with different matchups like we had yesterday.
Exactly. We could see every combination of the top 4.
Yeah. It's like a small round robin between them. Kinda. You know, it's not round robin completely, but almost there.
I mean, we've seen Hera Liereyy, Yo Viper. We're going to see Hera Yo and potentially Viper Liereyy today. And then, of course, whoever loses between Hera Yo, we could see repeats again. We could see Viper Yo again. We could see Hera Liereyy again.
Could be anything. Could be anything. Let's see what is going to be. What would you like to see, actually, as a personal preference?
I would like to see Fractal here. That's a map I feel like ACCM is going to be confident on, and I feel like he's going to have something special planned for it.
Yeah, I want now something not meta, that they surprise us, right? Want to see something different. I agree with you there.
Right, because that's what we just saw on Migration. Lierey's able to play that meta gameplay, go for that landing with a super clean build. And Fractal's maybe a map where if you get some early laming, you could try to throw off his build a bit.
But the build can be also clean because there is a script map. You can go for the Lambrica in that small area that is always the same, you know. Then you can go for the dog to block, you know, your opponent. So if you want to go with a clean build ordered practice, you can be in that map perfectly fine.
You can be. You can also have a lot of laming. You can also get the Vil forward, try to steal the elephant, try to lame the zebras, try to put them at a position where they don't have all the food they want to execute their build.
Okay, let's see, because they seems to be very, very focused. Nice. The game is starting, guys, in 1 minute, so we're getting there. Do we know the map?
And as they get in, we're going to see if we can figure out what the map is, but they're getting ready. And ACCM, after that break, now needs to refocus himself and prepare for getting some Age of Empires gameplay and warm his hands up and get ready to start.
Okay, let's see. So, well, he's winning 1-0. I think... Oh, it's Fortress.
The map will be Fortress.
Okay.
So maybe a map where he doesn't need to clean his Dark Gauge after his hands got cold.
Definitely not. It's going to be slower. I'm surprised about this one. Can we bring again the draft, please? The civilization?
Maybe the map where ACCM, though, might feel that his playstyle might be the best against Liereyy. Right? We saw Hera picking this as his home map in that other set yesterday, too. And he's going to add in... What do you think here? Could this be Bengalis?
Bengalis, Vietnam. And if it's Bengalis, Vietnam with Imperial skirmishes and so on.
Yeah, that's what I think. ACCM might need to pick a different civ other than Bengalis here if he sees that Liereyy has Vietnamese.
Now, would you go? Would you surprise them with the Mayans here?
I mean, that's still kind of a weak matchup against the Vietnamese.
Very. I mean, you need to go 100 Eagles.
Maybe you go Lithuanians here? I mean, still a very good unique unit. Still a civ that has a decent economy, getting the extra food as you're booming. And against the Vietnamese, they have a good economy, but they're not the same type of eco you'd expect from maybe the top Fortress civs.
Okay, we're gonna see, guys. Game number 2, and we're starting with Liereyy POV, the Mayans versus Khmer.
Mayans, okay.
Mayans versus Khmer.
We were completely wrong about this civ matchup. Mayans, Khmer. Okay, well, Khmer is a civ that can be great on this map because of just the eco and the mobility that they have. Again, it's a larger map than normal, and there's a lot of wide open spaces where you can get raids in with your Hussars at the late game. And usually this map does indeed go to the late game.
But I really don't dislike the Mayans here. At least that the game is going for the super late, that's for sure. But in the initial Imperial, I think Mayans could be solid here.
Well, they have for years been probably the best Civ we've had on this map, right? In AOC, all the years that this map has been played, it's been the Mayans. They've just fallen off a bit recently with how good some of the new Civs are.
Yeah.
And Khmer being one of those Civs with an amazing eco for this map.
But what could be the army composition here? Because we need to talk about that. Because here we might see just a boom game, pretty much. Maybe he's doing some blue marches in Castle because they are not so expensive, and then you get some map control, maybe. But this has to be a boom game. What can be the good combination here?
Well, do you think maybe ACCM might try to go for a forward castle, just a fast imp with the mines? They are a good Civ for that historically on this map. Could be a possibility for him to try to throw Liereyy off and not just play a standard game against the Khmer.
The problem is that Khmer can do whatever with the economy they have. They can match up the fast Imperial or do whatever they want or not.
They can, but maybe you try to trap them in a position where he's booming, he's spending a lot of eco on the farms, and you're going imp faster to win the Treb War. Okay. But I mean, I think it's a tricky Civ matchup late game for the Mayans because they, of course, don't have access to that Hussar line. And then you're asking, what do the Mayans do against Khmer Scorpions? What do they do against the Scorpions?
Well, that's not only Mayans. What many civilizations do against the Scorpions, especially if you don't have bombard cannons, right?
Yeah, and maybe Elite Eagle is your best option there, but that still doesn't feel great against the extra range that the Khmer have.
Well, they're fine, but still they're going to be very expensive in Mongol. And I'm going to tell you something, now that I'm checking the map. ACCM map is terrible.
Look at those golds. Both of the golds are forward. Ooh, the
all
kings are
three.
going to say hi to each other in the bottom of the map.
All three gold. Can we see the gold from ACCM?
All three. Ooh, the castle kind
in
of
the
blocking
same
one.
spot. If he come here with if he see this, all the three golds are in the same area. This is super, super bad for ACCM.
And Lierey's golds are more split up. He has one on either side of his base, and the main gold, at least not towards the front, kind of towards the back, more protected by the castle and the walls.
I mean, there are two that are in the same spot, and if you rush there with something, I don't know with what, if you are the Mayans here, but...
I mean, you rush there, and he can just go to the other gold on the opposite side.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's see. Because for that, Lee will have to explore. He's definitely not going to explore yet. And now we're going to see what are they going to do. Obviously, Market and Blastbeat, and then he's up to Castle Age. Well, Lee doesn't need any building to go up.
He does not, and the Khmer go up really fast, and ACCM will be a bit slower. And that's one of the tricky things playing against the Khmer here, as we see Liereyy actually mining a bit of stone. Of course, on Regicide, you start with 150 stone instead of 200, so if you want to add in those TCs, you need to long-distance mine that 50 stone. And Market Blacksmith there for ACCM, so he's just going to go up to the next stage.
It's going up 18 population, man, to the Castle Age. It's ridiculous, man. It's
That's
so
what the Khmer
bad.
can do. They have amazing builds for Regicide Fortress, not needing those extra buildings.
And now, guys, what you do is you remove all those villages on gold from wood foot, and you leave 2 on stone till he get 200 stone to make 2 extra town center. That's exactly what Leo is doing.
Yeah, and ACCM, any indication what he's going to do to counter this? He hasn't taken any stone yet. So if he was thinking of maybe going for a quick castle drop, not taking the stone.
No, it has to boom. Like, I mean, they're far also, so if you're going to make some kind of wild strategy, it's going to be very tricky here. Like, I don't know. Let's see, because this is a interesting position. What I like it is that it's a new matchup. You have the fortress, but we have not seen Khmer and Mayans versus Mayans, well, in a very long time, if not ever, in a very, very important tournament.
Certainly not since the Scorpions have gotten ballistics on them, and that changes the matchup quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, remember that also Khmer got guys one extra range. That's very important. The Siege Engineer is going to make them 9 range for Scorpions that can have ballistic. It's pretty sick.
There's a TC immediately for Liereyy. We'll see how quickly he adds in another TC and also potentially goes for the monastery to start collecting relics. ACCM on the other side, both players will be done with their kings, and ACCM still not up. He's going to be a lot later, so that gives Liereyy, even though he's only opening with a 1 TC, a chance to keep getting an eco lead before ACCM can add in his economy. Okay, we see the extra town centers, and ACCM is going to be obviously behind in the boom because Khmer is so fast up. So he's going to make, as soon as he can, 3 TCs, right? Will you go really quick for the relics? I mean, when you can afford to have those TC working, right? Right. I think it also depends how quickly you want to go imp. If you want to go for an early imp push, sometimes investing into the relic can slow you down to the point where it's not going to work. And I just wonder how much Liereyy is going to try to take advantage of, as you pointed out, those 3 forward golds from ACCM. If you just want to go imp and try to take that map position, maybe you don't have time to get the relics.
Well, can we check Lierey's point of view, please? Fog of War. Well, he didn't see any of the gold. He see now 3 relics. He's missing still 2. And what about ACCM? Did he see all the relics? Not even 3.
Not even scouting, Liereyy.
Yeah. Okay. They will get there, you know. It's still early. It's only 10 minutes in the game, you know.
And it's still a really big map for them to scout everything.
Yeah, 3 tone centers for Liereyy. I have the feeling he's gonna make maybe even 4 TCs here. You think he will need a heavy boom with Chimera?
I mean, you can if you want to spend time getting more farmers added in, so you have enough farms to spam your cav units once you get up.
What I mean is, what kind of approach? You go for the heavy ballista approach, or try to go up as quick as possible, and then you go, I don't know, traps, skirmishes, even some hand cannoneers, because if you go skins fully abraded and put some hand cannoneers, you are kind of countering the plumes and countering the eagles.
Right, and I think the only downside of that is that you don't have as much mobility, right? And this is such a large map, sometimes the Chimera want to just go for those hussars right away to try to raid everywhere they can.
Yeah, but I'm talking in the case that if you see that gold there, because you can go quicker, drop the castle, and do that strategy.
Maybe he just needs to secure the map and get the castle there. It really depends on how quickly ACCM goes up too and what he tries to do. I feel like the Chimera player can kind of react to whatever the Mayan army is and add in their own units to counter anything that the Mayans do.
Okay, let's see if he's gonna make it. For now, he's killing the scout on the castle, if I'm not mistaken, Liereyy, and that's why he's not. He wasn't exploring. He has now full HP again because he was threatened before. I think he got some hit before by the eagle or by the castle.
Yep, they were fighting the eagle earlier. And also one of the things I saw Liereyy doing is because he saw the eagle doesn't get the speed boost, he was scouting for the king throughout all of feudal. So he got a lot of scouting information from it.
Okay, he's gonna go probably to explore right now the area that he was missing, and he's gonna be so happy if he can see both gold. One is already there, the second there. So now he knows that those are his 2 goals. He know, hey, all the goal is forward here for ACCM. I will go through really 3 TCs up with Liereyy, and then you do if it's needed, you do TC later.
Yeah, and I mean this is a great boom from ACCM because of how great the Mayans are on this map. They start with that extra villager, but can produce right away because of the extra food in the castle. But the Chimera Eco is just Lierey's 3 fills ahead. He can go straight up, and I don't know. I think I really do like the Chimera's position here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big difference.
On stone even.
So
Ooh, he's on stone. He saw those golds, and now he's moving to stone. So I think he's going to do exactly that, thinking of that forward castle on the golds.
Yeah.
And if he's going to go up for that, he probably doesn't add the 4th TC. He probably just goes for the gold.
Yeah, I think he should do that, honestly. And then, depending how the game is going, then you will see if you will adapt or not. But let's see. His Mine Stone could be for a forward castle or just to make a 4-tone center. He's going for the monastery. The problem now is that ACCM has 4 eagles on the map, trying to control all the map. We can go to ACCM Fog of War, and he probably has explored now quite a lot.
And I think that can be tricky for the Chimera to deal with the eagles before they get to some type of scorpion or a larger army composition where they have some type of meat shield, maybe the hussars in front, scorpions in back. And I mean, it can make it difficult to drop that forward castle if there are a few eagles patrolling around in front for ACCM.
No, he will need some army. I mean, that's for sure. So let's see. ACCM score is taking the lead because he's exploring a lot more.
Ooh,
this is the
TC.
TC4 for ACCM. He's the one who is going for tone center. Now he's doing a stable. Well, I think if Liereyy is not doing the TC now, it's because he's gonna go now probably some scout, even light caps, and get some map control and go to that area.
Yeah, and this could be really dangerous for ACCM if he's investing now more into that castle age economy, and he's not gonna get the or anything that can stop the forward castle, and still will be slower to imp in the trap war.
But he's doing a 4 TC.
Okay, 4th TC from Liereyy. So still he's mining the stone on the front. Maybe that was just stone for the extra TC for more economy.
Yeah, but he's doing everything. He's doing also scouts. You know, he's doing monks, light caps, loom already.
Barrow, all the eco upgrades.
Yeah, I don't think he has seen yet the eagles. He spotted them. He might be thinking, but this is tricky because now he sees also a plume archer. The plume is there, and he sees immediately he's going to try to convert. And he might convert. Didn't. He went away.
Well, I mean, you see the mines, they don't have too many options, right? They have eagles, they have plumes, and in many cases, they're going to go for both anyway.
Okay. Can we see the Fog of War for both players, please? So we see if they see all the relics. This is ACCM. He can see almost all the map, but unfortunately, he cannot see the relic at about... Oh, he's missing 2 relics, actually.
And I mean, the relics do favor Liereyy here. I think pretty much 2 are contestable, 2 are safe for Liereyy, and 1 is safer for ACCM.
Yeah, he's missing 1 relic. And now that monk, you should never lose that monk with the just block it. He's healing.
He's healing.
And he got it.
Great back to Liereyy. Absolutely perfect.
It was good. He's gonna go and take that that relic, or he will try. The plumes are gonna have fletching, but this is the thing. He's started to invest into upgrades even. While Liereyy 35 farmers Khmer, the food is cheating, man. It's exploding there.
It is. And now the light cap can probably even pick off the plumed archers. The monk there to help too. And at least it will give the light cap a few more hits on the plumes.
I think he did on purpose to just to distract and be able to take that relic easily.
Yeah,
he's
now
trying.
Pick off the eagle, no problem. And the other 2 light cap can deal with the plumes.
Liereyy is about 1 minute away to be up to Imperial, while having even more villages than his opponent. Well, he's doing hands, but he's not being greedy. He's still doing upgrades. Now hand card here for ACCM. It will Liereyy make a castle forward? That's the question.
Yeah, and look at the resources collected. Dead even for both players, and yet Liereyy has managed his eco so much more nicely to click up to the Imperial Age at a better time.
Yeah. It's now the same. He catch up. Look at the resources, and he is on the way to Imperial Age. Already doing gold mining upgrade. He has 5 villages more. I mean, 5 villages more. Having light cast already 1 relic. Doing the upgrade as well. This is good, man.
So there's the armor, and now we want to pay attention to what buildings does Liereyy add on his way up. Does he add a bunch of stables? Does he start, and also where does he add them? Does he stay in his base or try to get more map control? We saw the workshop from ACCM, and I wonder what he's going to do in that workshop. The workshop's pretty far home, and it takes a long time for Siege to get forward.
Wow, he's coming forward.
What does the Mangonel do for him, though? Because right now, Liereyy is adding in light cav, and that Mangonel has to go all the way forward across the map, and it'll be difficult to keep it safe.
Yeah, maybe he's afraid that he was going to have some ballista. You know, he's gonna see that castle. Not really. Chambered in armor, bloodlines. The castle is definitely good. He's on the hill, but he's not close to go up. And those light caps will be soon with a +4. And +4 is something that the plume archers are not going to be able to deal with.
Not at all. And maybe the Onager, as you said, could just, or that Mangonel could be a plan for Onagers for dealing with eventual scorpions. But that's still a long ways away. And right now, Liereyy is going to spot the castle, so he knows it's there. And he's going to be imp first. ACCM's not imp. He could just get Treb down.
Yeah, he's going to be imp much faster. I mean, it's not that ACCM is super far. He's with 900 foot. He still will need to get the goal. Relics is still only 1 taken by Liereyy. He didn't see 1 of 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. But he's there. And now, going to try to take another relic soon. Forging already. And he has the stone to drop the castle. Maybe the good thing here for ACCM is that Liereyy is not going to push as fast as he probably wanted, and then his goal is safe. But still, that castle will have a hard time to survive.
And there's imp for ACCM. He'll be 2.5 minutes later. We see the Scorpion now coming out for Liereyy. And looks like he's just going to try to go Hussar or Scorpion, maybe a few Knights added in.
Yeah, for now we don't see spears or anything. We see eagles and some plume archers. This is +4. He's going Cavaliers, man. And Scorpions. Whoa. Okay. I think, I mean, he has 7 knights. We can do maybe just 7 knights +4 and then go for Hussars, because Cavaliers might be very hard to sustain in the time, and Hussars is something that you want to have all the time, right?
Right, and the question is, how do you spend your gold? Do you want to spend a bunch of gold on Cavaliers? And we saw Viper in that game earlier spending all that gold on Paladin. Maybe didn't quite pay off the way he wanted it to. Wait, you could just go for the Hussars and accomplish largely the same stuff.
Yeah, he has his Scorpions already. 1 Treb is going to be happening. That this is a needed town center for sure. 42 farmers. He'll need more. The castle is going to be up or not? No, or yes. Well, the +4 is going to be there. The Scorpions are coming. They don't have ballistic, but those are going to be +4 light caps and knights, and those are really strong. Even if he's trying to micro, the +4 make that they are so tanky, and he's able to take so much damage with those units. The knights are now going to raid, but he noticed immediately. Nice reaction. Petars! He's going to try to go for the snipe. He's doing petars. He's going to try to go for the snipe. The petars are going to happen.
God, the tower's in the back. He's not going to reach that tower with a snipe.
Well. You got to be careful, you know. You always got to be careful, because the tower is not going to be so strong, and he's thinking on that. He has already 1 petar and 2 more in the queue. He really need to pay attention to those things, you know.
I mean, how's he going to get all the way past the castle to the back of the base to snipe the king?
Let me dream. I don't know, but
okay,
let me dream.
You can dream.
Okay, light gas and nice. You can see it's Cavaliers. I was talking about that, and it's at the end it's Cavaliers. The score is almost the same. More population, elite Eagle Warrior. Then the Cavaliers make sense because the Cavaliers will deal with them. But the Peters are coming. He doesn't need the Peters, man, because he deleted the walls himself.
For the trip.
Come on.
More Peters just for the tower. More Peters for the tower in the back.
Okay. You see the 2 traps. The castle is still on the hill. Relic only one taken. That's super weird.
And ACCM aware of the rest of them, guarding them with the Eagles, but not taking them himself.
But we're gonna have Cavaliers, heavy Scorpions. Heavy Scorpions, Eget with El Dorado, but he already killed 7 villages. That castle eventually is going to go down. He should send the Cavaliers and kill those villages. I don't know what you think.
There go the Petards. They're running away. So he's going to try to keep them hidden. And ACCM really wants to make sure the castle goes up so he can continue getting the technologies.
Okay.
Doesn't look like he's going for a Treb or a counter Treb, just adding the barracks and trying to take control of that area of the map. Maybe just go Eagles now? I mean, he will have El Dorado Eagles. They can get all of their armor upgrades.
No,
and maybe with the Pierce armor can be okay against the Scorpions.
Yeah, but
that's the best option.
But the problem is that he has also Cavaliers, and Cavaliers +4 is very strong. I mean, the Cavaliers should be strong. Obviously, depend on the numbers. If you get now 50 Eagles, you know, it's going to be so hard to take it. But the problem is that 23 Eagles seems a lot, but then it's 17 Cavaliers. The Peters are coming. We need to focus on the Peters, Mr. Vodka. He's going to the left. I think the Peters are going to be there. He's going to break it. He's going to break it. He's going to break it. He's open here. And he's going to try to go with the Eagles. He's trying to go for the snipe. You have to be careful. Oh, we have to be careful.
He's not even going in, though.
Yeah, it's he. Uh-oh. He's going to wall. He's walling. He's walling. He's walling. He's paying attention. And he's going to wall again. He's going to make another house. Again. He's walling and trap the Eagles.
And now the Eagles will die to the Cavaliers. They are trapped in with the gate. That was perfect from Liereyy.
Perfect execution by the kid. Not that kid anymore, right? But still.
He's still young.
Yeah. The youngest. One of the youngest for sure. Now the Scorpion, what is good here is that he creates this chaos that you want to have probably, because those Eagles are being cheaper so that the Scorpions and the Cavaliers, right?
Yeah, but look at that KD now for Liereyy, 46 to 18. Those Eagles are not accomplishing anything.
Yeah, well, because he was fast. He was fast here, you know. He wanted to create chaos, but he's killing a lot, man. 143 villages, 32 army, 34 army for his opponent. But look at those Scorpions. Where are the Eagles now? Bam! And he's 100 HP. 100 HP Eagles, and
they
are
matter. It
in
doesn't
the
matter.
damn hell, man.
The Scorpions are going to shred everything.
Yeah. That he has Siege Engineer? I don't think he has Siege Engineer. No.
No, not
so
yet.
there could be one extra.
They could be even better.
Even better. They're going to have chemistry that is going to affect that one too. And I don't think he has double crossbow either.
More upgrades even for the Scorpions.
Yeah.
You're right. He's not done yet.
He's not done yet. Fletching now. Okay, still being annoying and raiding. Population is still high. Really, really high. It's going to be difficult to take the Mayans because Mayans is kind of cheap, you know, and can spam a lot. And while you have 50 villages on gold, well, you can produce, right? Oh, this is open at the back of his base. He should wall. Ballistic for the Scorpion.
There we go.
All this without ballistics.
Ballistics. And, well, where does he go from here? He has a lot of Scorpions, but nothing really that can push the barracks back.
Please, I need that he's relocating these lumberjacks. It's triggering me a lot when he's taking the wood.
Especially because where is the king? Where is the king? The king is in that tower.
Man.
He has just chopped a path right to that king.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Okay, and look at the amount of wood he has on the side, but now the Eagles are raiding. Liereyy has lost now more villages than ACCM, but he's still coming with the Cavaliers. The Scorpions are yet not fully upgraded. They are missing Siege Engineer and double crossbows, right?
Right.
Okay. But all those buildings, 2, 4, 6, 7 barracks.
The Trebs out.
Going down.
Trebs will take out all of those barracks, and that'll be all the forward production that ACCM had.
Oh, he's inside. How he's inside with some Eagles? Wow, he's raiding all the time. He's raiding all the time. This is so crazy. 30 villages lost now by Liereyy. He's still raiding. It's true that he's still focused on going forward, but you need to be careful at home. In these kind of situations, Liereyy need to wall.
Yep, and this is where the mines can be deadly just because of the Eagles ending up everywhere. And they can avoid the Scorpions. The map is big enough. You're not forced to take that head-on fight Eagle versus Scorpions. You can run around and try to raid, find places where the Scorpions are not present.
Yeah, you don't want to leave those trebuchets alone. 10 Eagles come fast, and then everything is gone. The king is in... The king... There is some red unit close to the king.
There are a couple of eagles back there.
There's an eagle there. You got to be careful here. You definitely gonna be careful here. The eagle is there. He's open, he's coming with more
eagles on the way.
He didn't wall.
The entire back is open.
The entire back is open. The eagle is
Oh, does he see the flag? Does he see the flag?
Of course he does.
He's going for it. He's going for the king snipe.
He's going for the king snipe. He has to be careful. The cavaliers are coming. You got to be careful. Upgrade that tower. He's going away with the cavalier.
Lierey's not paying attention.
Lierey's not paying attention. Now he's going to have to pay attention. He's now paying attention. The king is
repairing.
there. Wall the damn tower, man. Okay. You need to wall that area. I'm getting stressed, man. You know, it's fun to see the king die.
That was close. That tower was almost destroyed. I thought those vills were going to pop out with the king next to them.
He did masonry for the tower. I mean, seriously.
4 HP for the tower. He needs murder holes for the tower.
Okay, keep coming. 43 army, 38 army. You can see the monk here now going to try to heal. And
oh, he's building farms. Why are you building farms there, Liereyy? That's where you need to wall.
To wall this here? I mean, look at the foundation there. He's trying to wall, but he didn't wall completely. And it's still going. The crazy part here is a lot of villages raid, but they still with very similar population. But he's raiding constantly.
Constantly. This is what you need to do as the Mayans here. Get your eagles in as many parts of the economy as you can. They're cheaper than the cavaliers, and it's easier for you to stay at 200 pop.
Is there a way that we can see right now Lierey's POV? I think that would be great now for the viewers to see Lierey's POV if it's possible, because might be sick. I don't know if we have the possibility to see. Let's see Liereyy, because he's getting raided all over. Look at his APM. Is he fast?
He is fast, but he's still getting raided all over. He needs to add farms, get the vills working, deal with the eagles, and look at everywhere on the map. He's looking at 3 places all at once.
Yeah, he's gonna be a man. Bring back capture race, please. I'm getting dizzy.
But then he's forward on the hill. He sees that gold in the south. He's looking at 4 places. He needs to defend. And I mean, he has Cavaliers. He's winning the fights. He still has the better KD.
Yeah.
But 61 to 33 eco KD. And ACCM more resources collected. And he's still in both of those quarters, to the left, to the right, adding in workshops, and he's going for a push. Now he has the map control.
Yeah, now he will have more the holes, and soon the problem is that he's not gonna have a goal. Liereyy has 0 villages on goal. We were talking about how bad was the map for ACCM, but Liereyy never could attack and punish that map. And right now he's still 400 stone. He has only 1 relic. He has 1 relic at the back of the map that he could take it, and he's not taking it. And that's really bad. Well, he's raiding here. Okay.
Well, that'll get cleaned up eventually, and ACCM will have more gold access, because the 2 extra golds did spawn a bit closer on ACCM's side of the map. We saw where that Cavalier raid just was, and also that castle at the bottom of the map. Those are where the golds are. And we had talked about this earlier, about Cavalier versus Hussar. How are you spending the golds? Liereyy went for the Cavaliers. Right now, every unit he's made has been a gold unit.
Yeah, well, he has Hussars too, you know, but 32 Cavaliers. The problem is that he has only 9 Scorpions. The Scorpions are going to have now Siege Engineer. He really has to be careful, because even if he's 190 population, Halberdiers and Eagles now. Halves include here 45 walls. This is exactly what Liereyy needs. But Liereyy has buildings on the right. The Cavaliers are coming. Going to take the Eagles. It's true that he won't be able to do Eagles forever, but for now, since he has 2 relics and still 22 villages on goal, and Liereyy nothing on goal, he keep going and going aggressive.
Yeah, and I think the worry for this game for the Mayans is if it does get to that stage where you start running out of gold, what do you do against the Chimera who can add in all 3 trash units?
That's correct. That's why Liereyy is trying to hold till the gold is gone, right?
Right.
Okay. Siege ram.
Siege ram. And I mean, look at the very north of the map too. There are siege rams to the east. There are workshops all the way to the north and the west.
Barrack all over. Still didn't take the relic. Oh man, I'm smelling a 1-1 here. I don't know, I might be wrong. It's now see that castle protecting the gold. The university is gonna be gone. Remember that those Scorpions are still, in my opinion, without the double crossbow. He's bringing a relic. That's so important for the long run. The score is switching all the time. The university is gonna be gone. The Rams are going to be gone, yes, but he's gonna take the university, which doesn't really matter too much. I think he did all he needs for the university. You want to take that market.
Now he's coming
with siege rams. Choo, 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 choo. I'm coming, and that castle is gonna go to the damn hell. You cannot stop that. Castle is going to be down, and Less and less map for Liereyy, who has no resources at all.
No, what a great position for ACCM, pushing the castle, and he has the perfect counter to the Hussars right now. He has enough halbs to deal with it, and Liereyy doesn't have the Scorpions. Where are the Scorpions, Ben? Where are the Scorpions?
Well, he has 10 only, but they're coming, and they cannot move because they are slow, really slow. The castle is about to go down, and the castle is already down. Basically, in a moment will be, the Scorpions are not gonna be in time, trying to repair with 2 villages, but against 4, 5, 6 rounds. And now the problem is that the Scorpions might be down as well.
Oh, the Rams are speedy because all the halbs are in there. The Scorpions are clumped up. Siege Rams do splash damage, Mem. Siege Rams do splash damage.
Oh, he escaped! He escaped! The crowd is going crazy. Okay. And now? But now what he's gonna go crazy is gonna be the halves. I'm going to disappear. He didn't kill them. The Hussars are coming. This is what he needed to hold here. Population almost the same in terms of military, not in villages. He's losing more and more. 100, 106, 7 now villages down for Liereyy. And resources.
Look at the resources. ACCM 1K of every resource. Liereyy,
a wonder. He's gonna make a wonder.
He could make a wonder.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, do you think the players remembered to change the victory when they loaded into the Regicide lobby? Maybe the wonder could win him the game.
Yeah, well, this is a good rate. He's taking the gold miners. He's still with a crazy population. Liereyy still know that if he's still rebooming, he's still more or less fine here. One big gold forever.
But those 2 Cavaliers in the corner have been great for Liereyy. They've stopped ACCM taking one of those golds for a long time.
And now the other. So now ACCM is not taking gold at all. Only 4 villages on gold. And the Rams is still coming, man. And he's breaking, man. He's doing an amazing job, ACCM.
That King's still back there. That King is still back there in that tower.
And he doesn't notice now. Or he does. We'll see. Okay, he's going with the Hussars. He can't see it. He's going to re-wall again.
But the walls will be open. I mean, he can run back there and try to snipe the King again.
And look, raided also outside with the halberdiers. Population, how is possible that Liereyy is still 200 population?
It's because he has the farmers. Look at that, 77 farmers. He can keep pumping Hussars, right? He's going to be able to make Hussars endlessly as long as he has those farmers. But it's Hussars into halbs. And right now, without the Scorpions, without the gold, he has no way to deal with the halbs.
Well, but he's, there's some big raid now as well. But he has skirms, you know? He's doing some skirms. That can work. To hold
skirmishers versus siege rams, though?
No. Oh, come on, don't troll me, man.
But the halbs are going to be inside the rams.
Yes.
ACCM's doing a great job of keeping them inside the rams, making them a bit faster. Okay, maybe here he doesn't have the halbs.
Amazing walls here to protect against the Rams. Palisade walls.
Palisade walls.
Well, he cannot do anything, right? No stone, no wood, no gold, no nothing. Only food. Need to take those. He knows that he can't lose this castle, and that castle is going to survive. He keeps the Cavaliers alive.
Yeah, and big mistake for ACCM there, going for the ram push, but not having the halbs inside. However, this ram push is going into the base and getting closer and closer to that tower with the King.
Yeah, what? Look at the castle he's doing in the corner. What is that castle from ACCM? I mean, he's taking all the map. Look at the thread, look at the halves. 82 army, 78 army. I think this is getting closer to ACCM gain. Liereyy is still trying, you know. Why Hera came here, you know? I don't know. He's everywhere. Cavaliers, Hussars, he's going to take the halves. He's going to take the Rams. And I don't know. He's going to be able to hold. But there's also raid at home. Look at the ACCM village number.
Yeah, but you're the Mayans. You don't need that many vills, do you?
Well, I mean, you need some. I mean, he's going to 0.
Oh, wait, where's the King going? The King for ACCM is moving into the castle. He was worried about those Hussar raids for a moment, and he's putting the King in the castle.
Okay, still holding somehow. This is Scorpions. Look at those Lumberjacks also exposed. And how is his base? Do you know for who I'm feeling very bad right now? For our beautiful observer.
For Vodka. He has to look everywhere.
I feel bad for him. 67 army, 65, still 20 villages more for Liereyy. With how many villages is building that castle in the corner, Vodka? Because I see the foundation. Okay.
With two, one of them stuck. One of them's just supervising. He's building it with 2.
2 and 1 is looking. That builder might be Spanish. Let's see what it is. Look at those Cavaliers. Gonna be Scorpions and Skirmish. He's gonna go and do the job or not. Ooh, careful. Careful, he's gonna take it. Yeah, 165. Look at the population for ACCM.
Yeah, and look at the map now for Liereyy. That's his last castle. It's being rammed down. It's being rammed down. There are 3 rams, and the Vills aren't fighting. That castle will go down.
He did some hand cannoneers, but you need to kill it. You need to kill it. He didn't notice. He tried to repair.
There's no stone.
He can't repair. There's no stone. You need to kill it with those. You probably need shoppers. I don't even know if you have that arbit on Khmer, but the castle is down, and it's huge for his economy. He has no castles at all.
He has nothing to defend against raids now. Only the town centers if he garrisons. And right now, he's still... We saw he was at 80 farmers earlier, dropping to about 60. That Hussar spam is going to slow down if he doesn't have the fruit to stay at 200 pop.
Yeah, but you know, the problem he has now, ACCM, he has gold, but he has no food at all. He got raided, and he keeps getting raided with Hussars all the time. Liereyy has 200 population, 33 Hussars, 20 in the queue, 7 hand cannoneer, 38 skirmishes, getting raided all the time. Incredible game, Mr. West.
And ACCM has tried to wall off the map, but he's had holes in those walls. The Hussars have been able to get in here and there, even running into gates as the villages have held them open.
Yeah, but he's using the Scorpion's juice to defend at home. I like it. It's a good one. And now cap rams for Liereyy. Is Liereyy feeling that he can still do the job? Architecture for the tower.
Architecture to protect that king. As Liereyy retakes the score lead, and now he has more map control than he has in a long time in the middle of the map. ACCM still along the sides of those little bases, but that could be something Liereyy can clean up if he tries to.
And he's doing. He has so many units now. Look at the amount of farming he has.
Yeah, look at ACCM's pop. ACCM's pop is dropping. He only has stone. Remember, he had everything earlier. Now he only has stone left.
Because look at the village number now. I mean, in the last minutes, he has killed like, what? 100 villages to ACCM?
Yeah, and look at the overall KD too. 620 to 450.
Wow,
the Hussars have been really good for the Khmer, and Liereyy's just trying to hold on until he gets to that point, as you said earlier, where the gold runs out.
And the Eagles are going down. West, they no eagles anymore, 10 eagles only. If you have only halberdiers, you are not going to be able to do the job. Liereyy is still coming. He's safe at home. He's still pushing. If he's coming out with the Rams, Liereyy might be able to come back in this game. What do you think?
I thought this is looking more and more like Liereyy's game now, unless the Rams can find that tower. Only 3 halbs, but Liereyy needs to pay attention. He needs to pay attention here.
Yeah, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. He's coming. You need to go here. We need to go to the tower, to the Rams. He's coming.
He's not going for the tower.
It will be eventually. It will go eventually. There's nothing else where to take this. Well, he can go to the TC. The Hussars is still coming, but at home.
But it's hard for ACCM to pay attention to this. He needs to defend at home too. He's dropping a bit in population, but he needs some eagles over here. He just needs some eagles. That king is still in the tower. There go the Rams.
Yeah, he has no Hussars and Scorpions. He should be more or less fine. Well, the Scorpions are not yet there. Huh? And he's still pushing here. This 200 population is crazy how ACCM was
going for it.
ACCM was under 100 villages, and look at now, man. He has reboom like crazy. The kid is going away, man. He's going where he's going.
Wait, he didn't notice. He didn't notice. Is he going for the TC?
No, to the other tower. To the other tower.
To the tower. Okay.
I believe he's going to the other tower. Okay.
Okay, there he goes.
Did you see that? Did you see that passing?
He didn't go in a straight line to that tower, but he got there.
Okay. That's why I was confused where he's going, right? Anyway, he needs to rewall this area. It's still 186 population ACCM, 181. It's 140 villages for ACCM now. Too much?
Ooh, maybe, but the one thing ACCM does have now is on that left corner of the map, he has gold. The Cavaliers were denying him from that gold earlier. He has some gold in the bottom and some gold on the left.
How much gold left?
On gold.
How much gold left there? I don't know. Oh, there's no the gold here. What
600 in the bottom.
Yeah,
1,000 in the top, and he's mine, so that gold will last a bit longer. So about 2K gold left for him to create. What does he do here? Halb, and then maybe a few eagles, maybe a few rams here to raid.
Yeah, these 2 relics per ply. Why he's not taking this relic?
Well, the skirm's there, stopping him from taking it.
Yeah, I mean Liereyy.
Oh, they're
Liereyy.
He definitely should.
Relic. He has to. He's the one who has no goal at all. Okay, still 78 army for Liereyy. The good thing is that he still have 60 Khmer farmers and he's constantly sending military. He's doing finally crowd rotation. This is so good upgrade for this civilization, for sure. But Liereyy needs siege to finish. He's doing 1 cav archer. I believe it's a misclick, or maybe not. But
and that's what makes it difficult for ACCM actually to push and finish the game because of all those Hussars that can pick off siege. Unless he has very forward workshops, which he kind of does in the corners, but Lierey's aware of them now.
Yeah. I mean, he need siege rams. Well, it can work too. Siege rams. I mean, you need siege skirmishes. I don't think skirmishes is working here for
well, they help deal with the house,
Alliance.
right? You need
I mean, for the
For the Mayans?
Yeah, for the Mayans. He's doing skirms. For what?
For against the Hussars, that's tricky. I mean, skirmishers can be good against the Khmer skirmishers, but still, you're stuck on just Halb skirm against Hussar skirm, Hussar Halb skirm, whatever that Liereyy wants to add in.
Oh my God, he's still coming again inside. Well, the Hussars are there. He's still reading with the Halbs. Thumbrin now. He re-walled it already, but he's still going inside the being annoying. Doesn't have any map control. Now ACCM again 200 population. And Liereyy keep trying the score. Is still now ACCM lead. Who took the relic? That relic disappeared. That probably was Liereyy. The skins were there, so I guess he got the relic. But AC 2-2 is still.
This is probably a monk that's carrying it.
Yeah,
he's
probably
the only player with a monk, so it has to be Liereyy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there is no monks for ACCM, so yeah. It has to be. But now Lee is the one who is dropping more and more the values. He has 93 only.
Ooh, and that's sometimes the number of farmers you want, not just the number of villagers. And he is getting raided more and more by the Eagles. And as long as ACCM has the gold, he has Eagles to raid.
Okay. Let's see what is going to happen. This is all these skirmishes. He did the siege ram upgrade, but he has only 2 rams, 3 scorpions only. It's so difficult, man. It's so difficult to finish this game. For both.
For both. Although, I mean, King's in that tower now. ACCM kind of pushing in that area. Maybe if he gets some rams from the other side, he could push that tower.
Nice walls here. Anyway.
And how good have those scorpions been in Lierey's base, just defending against a few halbs?
Okay, he has to be careful. Wow. I don't know why the crowd is going crazy. Might be someone else being there, but look at this.
Push on the TC. ACCM retaking the score lead. That TC will go down. ACCM still pushing with some halbs, although Liereyy is also in. Liereyy is in, and he has a big raid with Hussars. The siege rams paying off, getting through those fortified walls.
Did he save the town center? I think he saved the town center, but still raiding here with the halves. The TC is being safe. Hussars, and he's gonna raid more. He's gonna raid more. Still 200 population for ACCM. 57 halves in the queue. He's overboomed right now. He doesn't need 142 villagers.
Yeah, honestly. He does not as the Mayans, and he still has a stockpile after that queue of halbs. So a bit more army might help him deal with the Hussars. Maybe Liereyy will get a raid in and clear some of ACCM's pop for him.
He sells 500 stone for 442 gold. He's doing Eagles again. He's coming with the Rams again. Okay.
I mean, if he could get a good ram push in the north, again, he still can go for that king. It's right in that tower, and he has rams in the area.
Yeah, but now who is trying to attack is Liereyy. He has the rams there as well.
But if Lierey's military is all forward, how does he defend against the ram push?
No, he is not all forward. He has 100 almost. Double the army than ACCM.
That's true. So he only has 96 vills, and that does let him have more army. And here comes the siege ram into the main base of ACCM.
But does not the tower with the king. He thinks that it is because there's a flag there. He's trying to break in. He's going to be able to do the job or not. We'll see. The Hussars and the skims are there. He's killing more and more units, killing villages. The walls are going to go down. 1 ram is probably a no to take them, as you can see. But at home, can we take fast at home Liereyy? Because he's getting us to a push. That town center is down. And the king is close. The king is very close now.
Those rams just need to go through that wall, but he does have some Hussars here to defend. Not enough helps out.
Has a lot of
his army everywhere.
Yeah. It's crazy how with only 98, 100 villages, he has army all the time. You know, but... Oh, he's buying a castle?
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Defending a wood line now, thinking maybe this becomes a wood game at some point and just going to prioritize being able to chop wood. Because that will be his only wood line in the north. That wood line, despite being raided, has been chopped and is almost gone. Yeah. And ACCM with all the other wood lines on the map, actually. So that's actually an incredibly important castle for Liereyy, just so he can keep getting wood.
It's a great castle, but now he's dropping the population. 152 population, 53 farmers, 30 on wood. He has to be careful there. He got the castle up, not yet. He needs to move those villages. This is crazy. 242 villages lost by Liereyy. 242 villages lost by Liereyy, 140 for ACCM, and he still have almost 1k unit kills Liereyy and unable to take the game against ACCM. ACCM, wanna keep playing?
And now look at ACCM's side of the map. There's no blue there. That raid was huge, but got cleared up. And now Liereyy, he's going to struggle. With such a low villager population, he is going to struggle to get his military count back up.
Yeah. Well, he's coming here with some hand cannoneer, skirmisher, and the Hussars trying to kill the Rams. But finally, this is the time where now ACCM has no goal. I wonder where the relic is. Because they took the relic,
still 2-2.
But it's still 2-2. Oh, okay. Thank you. The relic is there. Okay. Hussars, he need to wall, but more skirmishes. The problem for ACCM is that he has Not enough army to kill. And now Liereyy Fortress is fully open, man. Where's the walls, man? It's open completely.
They've been opened all game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I wonder if ACCM ever can get a push on that castle, because that castle still is crucial for the wood. I mean, Liereyy has 17 vills on wood and only 100 wood left.
Okay, he's still trying to go. Let's see if he's gonna be able to defend this push. The king is still safe, he's not going for it. These are under the town center, it's gonna be a lot of units that he's gonna lose. He has hand cannoneers, he has his skirms, he has army, man. He still have army all the time. Lee is still also spamming villiers. The rams are coming, but he would still have army to take the rams down. And you cannot waste those rams anymore. There's no more goal.
You cannot waste the rams, and
he's wasted them.
It's being wasted there against the Hussars. A couple of rams on the front. And as much as ACCM has had a lot of rams this game, he's never had like 7 or 8 rams all in one spot. He's been going for a few ram pushes, like 5 or so spread out. And he's taken out a lot of walls, but never really had one big push with the rams to go through the buildings.
Yeah, still the Khazars are going to take more rams down. Exactly what we were talking. Army numbers is almost the same. It's still holding the position. That castle is on the hill. Khazars and hand cannoneers might be able to defend. We'll see. There's so many eagles. You gotta be careful. Many eagles here. The hand cannoneers are going down. The Khazars are also in some troubles. Now it's dropping more and more the population. I really believe that maybe, just maybe, ACCM is taking game number 2.
Oh, there goes the ram again by that tower with the king. How many places does Liereyy have left to hide that king? He has the 2 town centers, and the ram could go for that tower.
He has a castle.
Oh, he has a castle now, but can you get the king to that castle? That's far away.
Well, he still have army, but 84, 83.
He's running.
He's running now. Okay. He's still going, but the population finally drop it a lot for Liereyy. Drop it a lot for Liereyy, and see that he called the GG. What a game!
ACCM does it.
Look at the beast, man.
Look at that. That was a long game, but that's the type of game ACCM wants to play. Mayans against Khmer. And tough Civ matchup for the Mayans in the late game.
Now you know why he took the break.
Now we know why he took the break. He wanted it before the game, so he'd be ready for it.
Yeah, he was. I'm going to take a break because you will see what I'm going to do in the next game. You know, it's going to be an hour game. It's going to be so long, and then I need to take a break.
I bet he wishes he had another break now.
Yeah, no, I need the break now. Now he wants to take the break, but now he can't, you know? Okay. Wow. What the game, man.
What an amazing game. And there were so many points where it was back and forth. The score was flipping. Liereyy was getting onto that side of the map. He was ramming through the walls and raiding, denying the gold.
Liereyy made, it's not a mistake, but he was leading completely. Some of the players, let's go. First, we're going to see, and then we will talk about this, quick interview from ACCM.
Who is your ultimate, like, 2v2 partner?
I would say Slam.
Why?
Yeah, because we play a lot in a long time, and I got a good chemistry with him, and he also in the same team with me, so I would like to play with him.
What do you think about this venue?
The venue is, for me, I would say it's incredible. I love the atmosphere here, and I love everything. The tournament organizer is so cool. Everyone is cool, friendly. I love it.
What's the difference, the biggest difference for you as a player to play in a LAN event versus online?
I think the biggest difference for me is when you play at your home, you feel really comfortable. But in the LAN event, it's not your home, and everyone is the same, right? So it's fair. I think that's okay. That's good.
Why?
Because everyone is the same, and it's fair for everyone. So have to travel long to get here to play the tournament, and that's it.
So what do you think about the seeding?
For me, the seating is, I think it's the first time we do the seating like this, right? 4 players with champion, and another 4 we're gonna random. I think it's gonna be exciting because we don't see the matchup really often before. And for me, the preparation for the double elimination is with DE, we got second gen, right? So I like it. It's like you travel for too long and just play 1 set and go home. Now you got a second chance, so it's good.
Who are you looking most forward to playing against?
To play? Against? Okay. For me, I'm looking to play with Mr. Yo. And tomorrow I'm gonna fight Mr. Yo. Okay, that's good.
How does the win against Liereyy in the Wandering Warriors Cup make you feel against like going into this tournament?
I feel like if I play my best and on my best day, I can beat everyone. So I just need to focus and play my game.
You get called the chef. What did you already cook up regarding the map pool?
Yeah, for me, it's I like if the map is like it's not based on the ship and based on the like macro, but based on the strategy, I can cook a lot of things. So and this tournament gets some maps, so I can cook, and I got something. Let's see tomorrow.
How do you stop Hera?
If it's skirmish, I think the only thing I can stop Hera is the strategy. I think and because his macro and execution, decision making is insane, another level. You want to beat him, you have to have a good strategy. Also, you have to put strategy on the top and prepare. That's why you have a chance.
Do you have anything to say to the community?
For the community, hey guys, I love the game and I hope you too. And I'm so excited to play the tournament tomorrow, and I hope you will be there to cheering for me and everyone. Thank you.
I mean, how you can't you not like this guy? Come on,
well,
it's
he certainly
everyone
cooked
has to
something
like
up in that previous game. We'll see if he can keep cooking going forward. The chef.
Are you cooking something? Are you cooking something also too? Because he's great, man. This is really amazing, and he's confident. He said, "If I play my best, I can win anyone."
I mean, anyone, including
anyone.
Liereyy.
Yeah,
including Liereyy, including Hera.
Yeah, but he also say he is clear like, well, you have to win with a strategy.
That's what he cooks up.
Hera, you know. Okay. That was a very nice one. We were skeptical because before the break, I was about to tell you that what Liereyy missed, in my opinion, is to wall, but really wall, fortify the walls. At the end, it was open completely, and he got built on both areas on his side.
Right, but that's part of ACCM's strategy. That game, you saw as soon as he hit Imp, he was looking for those forward barracks. He was trying to get to every corner that he could find outside of Lierey's main walls and trap him in, and make sure that the raids would come from every angle. Didn't give Liereyy a chance to wall.
Okay, and you can see, guys, also here, where is here? The Garrison cost coverage is gonna end in 2 days, and then if they support, guys, it's gonna go for helping this tournament to be success, because I mean, to have this kind of venue, Mr. West, it's not easy, right?
Well, you heard ACCM describe it in his interview, right? It's a great place to play some Age of Empires.
Yeah, I'm really excited, you know, and I was looking forward for the tournament, and for me it's been a lot better even than I expected, because when you don't know how it's going to be something, you are always with a lot of question marks, and it's been insane, really insane.
Yeah, and especially since we also have the community tournaments being run on the other end of the building. That's an insane setup we have going over there, and some great players there. We have Mihai, freaking Andy.
Yeah,
and we can get some very good community tournament results too.
Yeah. Well, they have been there all the time, because I didn't see them here.
They've been
crowd
playing all the time. They have something
goodness.
to do. We're keeping them busy playing their games.
Pretty crazy. Anyway, we're going to see now the remaining games, right? Gonna be in game number 3. And what is gonna be Liereyy, the one who is gonna pick?
It has to be Land Madness, right? Has to be Land Madness.
Yeah. I think about the previous game, he got plenty of time to wall. I'm not telling to wall later. He got time to wall. Instead of just only improvement with houses, you know, he was doing even some scout and so on.
That's what ACCM was doing. We saw that earlier on, going to the side, doing the house walls.
That's Lierey's style. He's not doing. But if you wall in that situation, it's the only way to avoid what he did. You need to have Khmer with the economy going all the time, because if not, at the end it's going to be impossible. But well, it's what it is, right?
Yeah, and we'll see what the players are able to cook up in this next game. And, well, what do you think that does for the confidence of ACCM? He finally gets that win against Liereyy. You saw he was fired up at the end of that previous game. He said he was confident in the interview, but there's a difference between being confident in an interview and being confident when you're playing.
Yeah, I think he's gonna still feel fine. You know, he's very solid. The thing is that the previous map is not the one that he enjoyed the most, but Liereyy with Gurjara's ACCM Hindustanis. Well,
it's a camel matchup.
Yes, but Liereyy, in my opinion, he better play perfect because Hindustanis, in my opinion, is an amazing one here. I don't know what you prefer.
Ooh, I don't know what I prefer either. I feel like when you get to super late game, maybe the Gujaras might have the better camels when they get all of their upgrades with Frontier Guards fighting directly against other camels. But the Hindustanis have a lot of options with how good their economy is. Just those cheaper villagers make it so easy and smooth to boom.
Yeah, I agree. And I was thinking that in this map, Gujaras can be good because there's some extra herdables here.
Exactly.
Then you can have all those Garrison there, and
you can keep them in the mill and take them.
And take them, both, you know, because we have seen how with Gujaras, not all the people is keeping them all and they're taking, but now Liereyy is getting another 4 extra here. That's really good. How much he has already? Yeah, this is great, actually. Having 5 and bringing another 4 is really good for Gujaras.
Yep, and of course, on this map, you start in the middle on a raised elevation, and in the lowlands, there are a lot of hunt, a lot of golds, and a lot of cows to pick up. So you're scouting a bit differently on this map than you do on other maps. You're not immediately going to see what your opponent's doing. You're going to try to fight to grab as many cows as you can.
Yep, and this is what Liereyy is trying. And then Liereyy is going to try to make his usual really clean build order and go very, very aggressive. With Gujaras, it's one civilization that you definitely can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have those cows in your mill, it's a lot easier to defend your base because you don't need to worry about moving out and defending the berries as much. You're probably going to take the berries very early on, too.
Yeah, ACCM definitely is going to go up very soon. I believe Liereyy, after the loom, he will drop the food and he will go up. I don't know if ACCM will do the loom or will go without even. Whoa, he's going without the loom. Pretty sick.
Ooh, we see players do that these days.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that could be great for the Gujaras is you can do the TCs on the top of the hill, and you're not as worried about grabbing all the hunt in the lowlands with the TCs right away because you have that extra food from the mill.
Yeah, it's a really good one. I mean, yeah, now I understand much better why Gujaras is here. But still, in terms of the tech tree, Hindustanis will have the edge here. I mean, the Gujaras can be great, but I prefer Hindustani. It feels so good to play, so smooth, right?
Yeah, that indeed they do, and that's what we see usually from Liereyy, right? That smooth gameplay,
yeah.
And we'll see if ACCM maybe can replicate that. ACCM did tell us that it's the strategy he thinks that matters against Liereyy. Hindustani's maybe a bit more of an execution-based matchup with how smooth that eco is.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel that Liereyy has got a lot more extra coves than ACCM. He has only 2 under the TC. He has now 8 already. He's bringing another 1. And I think on the right he has another 2. He's going to bring another 2 more, 4 more.
You can only fit 10 in the mill, so at some point you need to start eating them.
Or going to make a second mill.
You can make a second mill.
I mean, seriously. You remember when Gujaras appeared that was broken, you know?
Okay. So it looks like... Okay, so if we want to look at the map, so we're going to have an admin restart, and it's because sometimes on this map the hills don't spawn properly. And I don't know if we still can see what that map was, but it looked like the hill is supposed to go up and then go down around the edge. Sometimes it just goes flat on the edge, so they decided to do an admin.
We don't know.
I think that's why they called the raid restart there.
If we can get more information, if you can tell the admin to tell us, and then we can inform to the viewers, will be great. You know, because I don't know. And Liereyy is not going to be happy because he got already a lot of ships, a lot of coves.
Yeah, that was a long time to call an admin raid.
Yep. It's, you know, that's why it's very important that we know, obviously, and we will let you know when we know that. It's unfortunate here, right? Why was what it was missing? There was some resources missing. I don't think for the hills it should be, you know, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so confirming it was because there was a map bug on the hill. And sometimes Outcrop does that. It's a weird map, and sometimes the map scripting bugs out on it.
Yeah, but that's, for me, it's not a real problem, you know? Like, the hill is, well, let's see. It was I
think it would matter more if it was like,
it was Tatars,
like the Tatars on the map.
But in this matchup, that restart for me, well, it's the decision. It might be in the rules for sure, but doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And we're going to keep going. And now imagine that now ACCM is going to take all those coves, right? Because he was having...
But to be fair, there are a lot of cows on the map, and usually you can get several extra. So we'll see if we can do that again.
Okay, we'll see.
And we're going to get back into that pretty shortly. I don't know how long it takes them to do the restart here, but that's always the question when you're watching games, right? You're always looking to get back into the lobby.
Nothing has been shown about the strategy for sure, because
it's just the Dark Age.
It was a Dark Age for sure. But now Lee will have to go, and he's going right away to try to find the same, you know, the extra resources. And now we need to see if he's going to be able to find them.
Yeah, this looks like the hill did spawn properly. If I look at the mini-map, it looks like it does go up and down on both sides.
Yeah, the shape of the map is different, but it still is the same strategy. I mean, the same approach would be on this map, and need to find now the coach is going to find 2 now. Okay.
Right, and it looks like we do have, so this time Liereyy over to the west and ACCM over to the east.
Yeah, he's taking now 2. He's going to... There's 2 more in the north. Okay.
And now ACCM scouting the south. And as we were talking about, the scouts don't go straight to the opponent. You're not trying to push in deer right at the start either. You're really worried about getting as many cows as you can. And Liereyy will get a few more cows this time. So no problem for him. He's getting some extra cows once again.
He's taking 4 again. Now ACCM is also going to the other side. So it's also better for both players, because both are going to be more or less even. Yeah, but it seems that now there is maybe it's a smaller area, the outsides, than before, with the shape that it is. Maybe it's a little bit...
The players have a lot more wood in the back of their bases, right? Because they have the corner of the map.
Yeah. The spawn is different than the previous one. Like more kind of in the middle, and then it's shorter, a smaller area, the vertical one, where there's gold, stone, and all those extra cows are there. Okay, Lierey's about to go up soon. ACCM as well. Let's see if he's going to go up the same without the loom. Okay.
Yeah, skipping loom, it's always a big risk, but a lot of players do it these days. And perhaps on this map, you're more tempted to do it because you know the scouts are out trying to find the cows and not necessarily looking for Vil snipes.
Okay, he's doing the loom again. I think ACCM will go up without the loom too, like in the restart game.
And it's a bit easier with Hindustanis to do that because you're not spending as much food on your villagers with a discount in the Dark Age, so you can squeeze in that uptiming without waiting for loom.
There you go. Both are going up, and it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Yeah, just look how well they memorized the build orders, you know.
They've practiced this. They've practiced this, and as we always say, ACCM, he's practicing his builds all the time in that room.
Yeah, he's bringing another 2 cows, I think. How many he got now? Oh, and there's another 2 very close. Whoa, didn't say it. That's unfortunate.
No, he has more coming in. He's got all the cows he can find.
He got 7. He's gonna be 8. He's gonna be 10. Well, he's gonna be in a very nice position again. Very nice one. If you take the other 2, it's probably gonna be exactly the same position in the previous game.
Yeah, if he takes the other 2, that mill's gonna be overflowing.
Okay. Now it's scouts, I believe, right? For both?
Yeah, do we see either player going on gold? No gold for Liereyy, no gold being taken for ACCM, so it should just be scouts again. Ooh, he doesn't see the cows, but he probably will see them if he goes to push that final Ibex.
Yeah.
They're really close to his line of sight.
Yeah, I think those cows he's gonna see it exactly in the next one. He's now pushing. And he's gonna have resources, man. He's having almost 300 food. It will have more when he drops that one.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great start for Liereyy on this map with all of those cows. Maybe the Ibex walking a bit closer is actually a bad thing for him because he won't see the cows.
Oh, he went away. He's not pushing anymore.
He's not pushing, he's going forward.
Yeah, he's trying to be aggro. He's doing the house here because he's housed at Liereyy. Don't tell me that he's housed now. No, after the villager, he's gonna be housed. Okay. Now he's doing the stable. The scout is joining now the party. He's gonna find the stable, but that's no issue. It's pretty expected. Stable as well.
Yeah, so if we look at the gold positions, we see both of them there for Liereyy. That one gold being a bit towards the front could be a bit tricky for him. ACCM's golds are one to the top of his base and then another in the back, so maybe a bit safer.
Yeah, well, the one a bit in the north, he still need to protect it, but yeah, eventually he will do some walls. And Liereyy is trying to find information. Didn't see that gold yet, I believe.
He's trying to pick a villager, but a spear comes over, so no worries there for the Vil.
Okay, and now Liereyy and ACCM. Remember, guys, that the Viper is waiting the winner of the series. For those people that is joining now, right, the Viper is waiting for the winner of the series, so... Let's see, 22 villages for both now. Okay.
There are some walls for ACCM, looking to wall up his entire base to the back. And is that a palisade wall he's using in the back, or is he walling? Looks like a palisade wall.
It's walling the whole thing, man. It's crazy, man. It's gonna go full arena mode activated.
And Camel Scout still from Liereyy, meaning that ACCM can't quite take the engagement in the scouts fight that he might want to. And those are all full HP scouts for Liereyy, so he could still do some damage with them. But so far, a pretty passive game, just scouts and spears. We'll see if either player wants to go for a range transition, but when they're so far apart, they might be tempted just to go straight up to the castle age.
It's what I was going to say. I mean, being that far is so complicated, right? Like, he tried to find more information. Maybe you can, you know, sneak ability here or not, snipe ability here or not, but not much more, at least not with 3 scouts only, right?
Right, and that's a lot of spears that have been forced out for ACCM for only 2 or 3 scouts.
Yeah, I mean, they are not so expensive, but it's at, and it's going to put you behind at some point.
Look at that spear goes down, but he got quite a few pokes on the scouts. So ACCM going to try to dive and gets a villager.
He got it.
Nicely done.
Yeah, well, that is sloppy by Liereyy here, because he could have walled those villagers on the wood easily.
Could have, right?
Yeah.
He was relying on the spear, and now we'll see if ACCM can... There we go, there are the walls. And that's what you expect, but not much HP. Ooh, he goes for another wall. Not walling?
Yeah, it's another villager down, probably. Yeah?
Yes.
Another villager. It's 2 villagers down. This is a sloppy. This is a sloppy play by Liereyy.
All right, he has to wall again.
Like, he's so easy to wall. And this is exactly what happened in the previous game. I'm sorry to say, but he didn't wall in the... Obviously, it's a different map that you could wall. You couldn't avoid the raiding. And here, just look. ACCM has walled the whole map. Completely. Right. Liereyy is open.
And that's where you can get a bit greedy. You're relying on your small wall skills. If you don't get them up in time, you lose vills.
And that's what happened right now. 3-1. You know, 2 villas lost by Liereyy. And let's see now what he's going to be able to do here. For a scout and 1 camel scout, resources still fine, because we always know that Liereyy is usually great with macro. It's true that if you are not walling a lot, well, you have a bit better macro than your opponent, but if you lose 2 villas, that compensates everything.
Right, and we see he's now looking to wall, but a bit later after he's already lost a couple of vills.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I am seeing an archer now for Liereyy and a couple of skirmishers being queued for ACCM. So going to be scout and archer against scout and skirmisher.
Okay, let's see what it's going to be. Scout, 3 scout and the camel scout. You have to be careful. It's going to go back.
And ACCM, that's a good number of scouts that he has. Even with the camel scout there, if you could ever get some spearmen to poke the camel scout, he's going to feel really happy about his fight. And we'll see if he can pick a walling villager.
No, he couldn't do it. He's there with the scout, but it's not the note. He has to be careful. This is going to be so... He's dancing. They're dancing, man. They're dancing. They're on the field.
He's going to take the fight. There's a camel scout mixed in there, though. I don't know if he can take that. You got the spears in from the front. They just walked in through the front door.
I think it's a mistake that he went inside with the scouts. Well, now he's going to escape. Liereyy could have walled here this area, and now he's going to take a good battle. That was okay then for ACCM, and both players are going to go up to castles, but ACCM is just being faster because at the end, Liereyy has never attacked his economy.
No, Liereyy lost a couple of villas, had some idle time as he was trying to chase those scouts around, and is just a bit disrupted. And it's pretty close to resources collected, only a 1 vill difference. They're both going to go up pretty soon. And Liereyy just a bit delayed. But he also has the mill with all of the sheep in it, so he should have a good food eco still going forward.
How many sheep have left? Because I think he took already some. Yeah, still 9. Whew.
Yeah, 4 sheep, 9 cows.
Oh, wow. Okay, archers are there. He's going to be with fletching. Well, he's only going to scout. You got to be careful. He lost the camel scout. That's a mistake, because you will have a camel rider.
You want the camel,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, and Liereyy, we also see him taking his forward gold first, so he's going to leave that side gold for later on in the game after maybe, in case he gets pushed off at the front, he can go to the side.
Okay. Transition now for ACCM. He's going to go skirms. Seems camels, maybe?
Skirm camel? I mean, looks like archer scout versus skirm scout, so that would lead to a camel war, I think. But in the camel situation, I think you really do want the archers. They pick off the camels so much better than the skirmishers do.
Yeah. Well, for now, he's still doing his skirmishes. He's doing the armor now. And then you see how Liereyy is going archers, but he's also doing a camel scout. So maybe the one who is going to go camels and archers is going to be Liereyy, right? And he's going forward. He's trying to attack. Population is almost the same. 2 population difference. Might be the 2 villages killed by Liereyy, because the KD, sorry, by ACCM. By Liereyy, yeah, Liereyy KD is the same with ACCM. 5-5, just that he lost the 2 villages.
Yeah, now Elite Skirm going to come in, and he's moving the skirmishers forward, actually. Let's see if he tries to get behind the archers and try to trap them. This could be a good fight if ACCM is able to get there just as Elite Skirm comes in.
Okay, he has to be careful. Skirmishes are getting closer. This is crossbow upgrade. Botkin arrow, but he has 8 archers, not all together. This is not a good battle for Liereyy. This is not a good battle for Liereyy. ACCM is gonna clean everything here right now. Yes, the scout, the camel, the skirmishes, he's gonna clean everything. Look at the army numbers. Right now, Liereyy is in problems, Mr. West.
Yes, he wanted to get up and do damage to the crossbows, but that is not going to happen. And ACCM, did he even cancel Elite Skirmisher? He even canceled it. He doesn't need the upgrade. He's just going to save the resources. He doesn't need to spend all that resource early on to pick off the archers. They just go down anyway.
Very smart play. And thanks to that, he's doing the extra tone center. You know, because you are not spending the wood. Through that, Liereyy, 2 extra TCs right there. He's doing camels, his scale in armor, bozo, but his number is almost the same. And after all this, the KD is still similar. It seemed that he got a big battle, but then the game is so even.
Yeah, and that's also not what you expect from Liereyy. Moving out at the wrong spot, being in the wrong position to take a fight, and then also losing the fight with that much micro.
Yeah.
So 3 TCs for Liereyy, and with all those sheep in the mill, he should be able to afford to produce from them.
Yeah, he's definitely doing. He has 14 on foot, also those ships in the mill. It's not having any idle TC. Look at the idle tone center for Liereyy.
Yeah, he doesn't have an idle town center, only 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Now we say he's getting some more, but still, it's because he has the second TC already built, gonna have the third one, but all the 3 TCs on his base, while the third TC for ACCM is already in the outside, you know, which I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's going to help secure him some gold. But we have seen this approach before. You don't necessarily need the gold right away. Those 2 tiles in your base do last for quite a while, and you can try to get some army and map control and decide where to move out, maybe after scouting someone else who's already committed to the TC.
Okay, wheelbarrow here is going to be, he has bozo and horse collar. Ooh, that's important, man. ACCM only double the tags. In the long run, this is going to be painful, even more. When now your opponent is having 3 tone centers, he has wheelbarrow, and he's going to have now good army numbers. He doesn't have bloodlines, but no bloodlines either for red. The Hindustani camels attack faster, but he has skill and armor. Now this battle should be a good battle for who? For Liereyy, who is now cleaning absolutely everything here. And in all the skirmishes are down.
Yeah, at the same time, though, at least the archers got cleaned up from Liereyy, so now ACCM, maybe he can boom up and not have to worry about the camels breaking in if he can wall behind. But,
yeah,
what is really tricky, though...
Yeah, but those are the initial archers, and he also cancelled the crossbow and the botkin. He has only fletching.
But both players cancelling all their upgrades, right?
Completely.
Going fully into the camels. It's a bit tricky for ACCM with that outside TC, because what happens when Liereyy discovers it? There's nothing to defend it now.
Yeah, and look what Liereyy is doing. I love this. He didn't do this some time ago, back in the days. 8 villages on a stone already. Ooh. 8 villages on a stone. He's going now to mine even more. Or maybe are those villages?
Oh, look at that mining camp.
Villages.
That's a beautiful mining camp between the gold and the stone.
But there's some unit going. There's some unit going, and you're gonna fight those villages. That's terrible if that happened. Yeah, the camel is there. Ooh. So bad. I mean, it's not a knight. He's gonna try to kill it with the village, but one archer is coming to the archer is coming to help.
The villagers beat the camel.
Yeah, but the camel is gonna be there. He might lose a villager, but the camel eventually might be down.
The Bills win that fight, no problem.
Okay, this economy upgrade in this minute for
Liereyy
is insane. Handcard with his opponent not even wheelbarrow. If the game keep going like this with 3 TCs and just spamming army, Liereyy is gonna have a huge economy lead. Don't know what you think. He has already.
Yeah, he does already, and well, the Vilcat's still pretty close, but that's because of Wheelbarrow and Handcart coming in for Liereyy. And I wonder if either player decides to go for a 4th TC, or if they just try to go imp faster, maybe try to commit to raiding or a castle drop on the outside, because Liereyy on that stone could have an opportunity to build a castle right on ACCM's outside TC.
Yeah, I honestly think that in this map that is requires some mobility can be for the late game. The 4 TC is going to be needed no matter what, sooner or later. So you do now, you are safe on the outside. And then if you can also make the castle, well, you're going to make it. But you have to do it. You can see how he's sending, and he's doing the tone center right now there. Isn't it?
Yeah, and that'll keep the gold and the stone safe, and he has enough camels there at ACCM. He remembered seeing that. He was thinking of maybe he could raid the Vills, but no, Liereyy there in position to defend.
That is perfect. He's taking a little bit of wood, but he has also gold and a stone. At home, he's still not wall, but he has the TC, so he's going to be protected. ACCM has double this more, but as you can see, guys, almost 1,000 resources collected more, because Liereyy has hand card for a long time ago, bows as well, and even horse collar. Well, no horse collar at all for ACCM. Siege Workshop already here, but why Siege Workshop when you see that your opponent is also doing camels? Wouldn't it be better to just go even another monastery?
I think he wants something to pressure the TC. He has the monks to heal his camels and get some conversions now, and he just wants to apply pressure to ACCM.
Okay. Camels are coming. There's a couple of monks. This is gonna be probably very good for Liereyy. If you notice, there's 3 monks, actually 4 monks. Let's see the conversions. He's gonna convert 1 camel, converted 2 conversions. The camels are there. He's gonna take the monks, but you don't want to take this battle. Definitely not. Army numbers is still 15, 16, but he converted 2. I deal with that.
All right, I'm happy with that trade if you get the conversions. And ACCM going for some stone himself. He's doing devotion now.
Makes sense. Makes sense, but the game is going again for the Imperial, man.
It is. And I mean, ACCM, a player, we typically see these games go Imperial, go long. And on the outside, still equal villager counts. ACCM has Wheelbarrow now. He's lacking in the horse collar upgrade, so his farms, he's going to need to spend a lot of wood reseeding those farms.
Okay, gotta be careful. He's going back. Oh, 3 relics already for Liereyy. Wow. Well, he's playing, he's playing, let's say in quotes, Viper style. He likes to go with all those TCs, with the macro, getting all the relics, doing the army, not greedy, not going...
Oh, elephants.
Oh my god, I was going to say, no, not greedy, not aggressive. He's going aggressive. Elephant.
Elephants against the camels. Camels extra good at picking off those elephants. Where are the camels from Liereyy? He needs to accompany the elephants.
And those elephants that has also the armor, he's gonna try to take it. Those elephants ETCs. He's gonna have also monks behind this. There's the camels. The upgrades are going to be the better upgrades for ACCM. And ACCM Hindustani's camels are stronger. They attack faster, but Liereyy has more army. He's taking a good battle here. Who is taking this battle, Mr. West?
Ooh, it looks like ACCM, it's close. They're both gonna clear a lot of camels here. This is close. This is really close.
Hindustani's
the elephants have to go back.
Are crazy. Hindustani's camels are really good. You're gonna try. He converted. He killed the monk, but the armored elephants are down, and Liereyy has some big problems here to finish this push because those Hindustani's camels are great.
And that is exactly what ACCM needed in this game. He needed Liereyy to invest into a push and then stop the push and clear the elephants.
Yeah, it's true that village numbers almost the same, and army almost the same, but well. Resources collected for Liereyy. They're great. Oh! What happened here?
He's not converting with the monks.
Converting with the monks. And now those monks. Well, he converted 1, I think.
Yeah, 1 conversion.
But that was bad. His 5 monks gone.
He'll lose some camels, but for 5 monks. I mean, that's a lot of dead camels, though. That was a decent fight for Liereyy still, even though he lost all the monks.
Well, because he got so many too. And now he's doing the +2 attack because he sees that his opponent is having the attack as well. Very solid.
Yeah, so now we see, ooh, another stable all the way to the north for Liereyy. He's going to try to do something sneaky. He's been fighting ACCM by this hill for the whole game. Didn't quite get the town center, but now he's going to try to attack from another angle too. And a Scorpion, man. He's got a Scorpion out, ready to help pressure the TC. And I mean, Scorpions themselves even pretty good at dealing with camels.
He's now mining some stone, and now we're going to see those camels. He's going to go to the hill. He's doing the +2 ACCM, so we have to be careful here. Mangonel is going to be there. He's going to try to take some villas, but...
So we're seeing everything from the workshop, the elephant, the mangonel, the scorpion, and we'll see how the camel fight goes. Siege can be very important for the camel fights. They don't have the same armor or HP that knights do.
Those Hindustani's camels, you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight. I think Liereyy is going to lose a lot here. He has the +2, and he's Hindustani's camels. Let's see, he's going to be able to convert, or I'm wrong. He says ACCM going to win this battle, or Liereyy is controlling the army better. The trade is kind of even again. Well, that's surprisingly okay for Liereyy, even better with 1 upgrade less.
And Liereyy winning that fight.
How he controlled that battle, man. Wow.
That was a great fight for Liereyy, and now a monk for ACCM. Liereyy still doesn't want to push forward, but a castle being dropped in the middle for ACCM. He's walling in the vills, so that castle will go up. That'll defend his TC. And now Lierey's going to have to counter with a castle of his own, and it might be a race to imp for trebuchets, or it might just be a full-on castle age push. ACCM does not look like he has the resources to go imp anytime soon.
Now Liereyy has a lot better economy, like a lot better economy than what Observer was pointing out those economy, 42 farmers and 700 food in the bank doing the castle there. And if you get up to Imperial quicker, he's got a huge advantage.
And he's moving out for a 5th TC at the same time, so he's going to get up and have a smooth economy behind it. Already at 121 vills, and now he's going to have eco on both sides.
Why do you think he took that victory in that battle with the camels? I think he was microing one by one, basically the camels, right? Yeah, and the other was leaving on patrolling probably. But
and as good as the Hindustani camels are, so are the Gujar camels. They do have that attack bonus, so it's not like you're just fighting something like Byzantine camels against the Gujaras, where you don't have even bloodlines. Or against the Hindustanis. Here, the Gujaras have really good camels themselves, too.
He takes 2 villas, yes. But Liereyy, guys, he's on the way to Imperial. Well, now his opponent is going handcart, and he still have no wood upgrade, no horse collar. That's why this economy lead is so huge. You can see the difference here, guys. 4K resources. Resources collected at the bottom right corner is 4K resources more with almost the same villages.
Yep, and that's just going to lead Liereyy to go up first and win the trap war, because I don't see how ACCM can protect that castle now with Liereyy in the Imperial Age.
He has monks also to compete there. He's doing Kshatriyas now. That's going to make that your army is going to be cheaper in terms of food, like 25% if I'm not mistaken, which is a lot. You're going to save food for sure. He's getting some raiding at home, but the timing, the momentum, I think is for Liereyy.
Absolutely, and I think this is going to be a very nice imp transition for him. He has the economy to support everything he wants to research and build as soon as he gets up.
It's true that ACCM is now about to go up because Hindustanis is crazy. Now we have another castle in the south, which is really, really nice. Spear and Camel cleaning those, but this raiding is annoying. He's going to be able to take more bullets, or even the TC, Hindustanis against buildings. Oh, baby, he's going to take the tons. It's 6 camels.
At the same time, though, now ACCM is getting raided. He never fully finished off the wall at the front of his base, and Lierey's just going to walk right on through the front door and get the camels into the economy.
Yeah, but that TC is going to be gone. Maybe not. He's sending some camels. He's doing now a castle at home.
Oh, I love that castle. That's going to protect his farms from any of the raids. Oh. And he finds the town center. He finds the town center from ACCM. All those villas will go down.
All the villas going down. He's now behind 6 villas. Look at the amount of farming. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. He take it. And now, what a massacre. What? What? He did the TC, man.
With 1 vill left, one hit away from death, he finishes the TC and hops inside.
It was the crowd fault. They were clapping and then
they jinxed it.
They cursed, you know, the Liereyy there. Anyway, he's joking, guys. It's not your
heavy camel on the way for Liereyy and trebuchets. Trebuchets is being produced in the north, and he's ready to engage in that castle. Where at the same time, though, another raid on a TC from ACCM. Yeah, but ACCM's stuck. He's 2 minutes from Imp. Look at the population difference now.
Look at the population difference, and with heavy camels, how you can compete now. He might have trebuchets already hitting the castle. He should do it. The raiding is crazy. Look at the score difference. Wow, the macro here for Liereyy has been crazy. He has adapted completely. He usually likes to play more aggressive, but he went for the macro gameplay, and he's telling here, hey, I can play Imperial too.
He exactly can, and he's going to clean this raid up now. And 15 vills on wood for ACCM. His economy's suffering. He's down below 100
what economy?
Villagers. The economy that just got killed.
Exactly, what economy? Look at the wood. 5 villas on wood. 36 on food, yes, but 0 food. 0 wood. 1,000 gold, okay, but that castle is going to be down. And let's see if ACCM can recover. If it was other player, we would have said that he probably would call the GG, but he's gonna keep trying.
It's only, what, 3K score difference? We have 2K more score to go.
Yeah, pretty much. 66 farmers, 40 villagers killed, and the eco difference just keep growing. And now you can also make Sivansa riders that are crazy, and they take everything there so fast. Castle at the bottom for Liereyy, and how he can come back now, ACCM? I mean,
well, he's trying to do heavy camel, and he's going to need camels to be able to counter the camels from Liereyy, that's for sure. But he's lost so much economy, and look at the resources collected difference now. That's about 8,000 difference, and Liereyy taking a huge lead at this point.
It's really exploding. It's definitely really, really exploding. The castle at the bottom is going to give more map control, but he needs to go forward with the traps. Is he going forward? Can we check the north? Okay, we are. Here we are, but the traps are not going. Now they're going.
Okay. 1 villager castle.
Okay.
That'll go up eventually.
Very powerful. He's going to take that one. Well, he doesn't see that castle probably. And he's coming with more camels. And then ACCM look at the minimap, won't have anything to defend. He has no army, man. What? Where you
Look at
go
all
back?
those blue dots going.
Okay.
Oh, he's finding some
It's
villagers.
fine. He's taking more, yes.
He's getting some raids. He's everywhere with the camels.
Frontier Ward now. That upgrade is also amazing. Plus 4 extra melee armor. It's gonna take more and more units. Population is still 125. The score is still with a big advantage for Liereyy. And well, ACCM can keep trying forever if he wants, but I don't see how he can now come back. He has no resources.
He's trying for Gulam to hit the Treb, but it's just such a big eco difference for how much res the players have collected. One more big fight with the camels, but now with Frontier Guards in, those Gujar camels are going to be really, really strong.
Yeah, really good. They are really cheap now. Really good, really cheap. 60 villas on gold for Liereyy. 60 on gold.
60 on gold.
60 on gold, man, with 3 relics. And then he's spending everything. He has no resources. He's spending everything.
He's 60 on gold and he has 0 gold. He's spending it that quickly.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is really crazy. Okay. Gonna take the castle in the north. He just need to defend the traps. He will do it. He can see how those camels are fully upgraded. And this really is really painful. Check the eco upgrades for ACCM. Is what is also killing his game. Not even horse collar.
Not even have horse collar.
You know, it's really too much. This is the difference because the game was more or less similar strategy for both. They were both going for the boom, for the camels. So what is the difference here? If they were having both the same villas, they cooperate.
Right, that's a big difference, and I think also just a slight difference in how Liereyy was taking those fights. He was winning fights when it felt like the camel
the mechanics,
was equal. Right,
the mechanics there from Liereyy, right? Okay, plus 4 here. We have all the upgrades in those camels still ready more and more, and well, a second castle at the bottom. Yeah, Liereyy feels that he has the north, so he wants to secure the south.
Right, and he just needs one more big push. If he can force a fight here, and I think he wins that fight hard, it's going to be a long time before ACCM could even think about affording Imperial Camel.
Yeah, he has gold, but definitely no food. No food. The Treb is already hitting that castle. He's still raiding more and more. He's below 100 villas. Right now, ACCM keep trying to heal those camels. They are not plus 4 yet. It's going to be now. Is he not shooting with the Treb? In the south? Oh, yeah, he's shooting now. Okay.
That castle will go down, and look at that, 140 fills to 95.
Yeah, he's now raiding some, but that's going to be good now for Liereyy. He probably need to delete them because he has resources, and he could go, wow.
Elite more camels.
Elite unique units. Ooh, well.
Or elite Shravamstrider or?
No.
Or Chakram Thrower.
The Chakram Throwers, yes. The Frisbees.
The Frisbee Throwers.
Okay, plus 1 armor. The camels are going to go in. He's gonna try it.
Now Hindustani camels will get through that gate really fast, but Liereyy on point with the quick wall behind it. He's gonna try to keep them out and engage with his own camels.
Yeah, now he need to take that trap. He's unprotected completely. And this is...
Oh, this could be a good fight. This could be a good fight. Look at the micro from Liereyy. He's surrounding them. And they just escaped through the houses. Oh, he's trying to wall? No.
He can't do it. He's inside now with some camels. He's gonna take some villages, but I insist, this is gonna help him. He's gonna have more and more army. Eventually, now the trap is gonna be down.
Go for the trap.
With the village Imperial Camel. I don't even know how he's able to upgrade them, but who cares?
Oh, he catches
Imperial
the camels.
Upgrade,
He catches the camels and kills all of them before Imp Camel comes in.
Yeah, the difference is clear. 60 camels for Liereyy, ACCM 16. You're gonna have Imperial Camels, okay, but he's getting raided more and more and no units at all. The castle survived, the trap is down, and I really don't know what ACCM can do here. 5,000 score difference. He's checking the score. Now he can quit.
I mean, he has over 100 pops still.
Okay.
He has 100 villagers. He needs to lose a few more.
It's a huge lead now for Liereyy. I mean, have been a huge lead for a long time, for a while. But ACCM is a fighter. He's doing another TC.
He's doing another TC.
Man.
He's going to try to hold on.
He's not even thinking about the possibility to quit because he's really feeling, no, my CV is better. My CV is better in Imperial. In a normal situation, maybe. In this one,
he has gotten to Imp Camel, but even Imp Camel against camels with Frontier Guards, it's not just a clear win.
No, it's not that big difference. And here we are with the camels raiding a lot, taking more and more villages. We'll take the TC. This is a 3rd castle, and he moved on the there. I thought that he was calling it, but no, man, it's like jumping over the chair. He keep going.
Now monks could go down here. More and more camels just keep pouring in for Liereyy. He has so much gold he can afford to keep producing them, especially with Kshatriyas, so they cost less.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, look at the amount of army, man. It's crazy.
74 to 18.
It's crazy. He's also doing unique units. Just check at the mini map. It's like an AI approach. Just look. It's doing units all over the map.
Yeah, there's blue everywhere on the map.
Yeah. It's gonna be double the population soon. He's now finding that TC. He's gonna find another one here. But the red is real. Look at the Crown Towers here. And GG has been called Liereyy.
Liereyy going up 2-1.
Yes.
And see, he's not phased at all. He just wants to get to the next game.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy one. I think we're gonna see now Fractal. I mean, this one we can analyze a little bit, but I think we have said everything we needed to say, right? Like, it was about the echo. He was lacking the most important upgrades for the whole game.
Lacking the upgrades, falling slightly behind in fights, and then falling largely behind in eco after a few fights didn't go his way and he started getting raided.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Well, it is what it is. And now he needs to win the 2 games, but ACCM was in that situation yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
He was, and he came back. ACCM is a fighter. He's not going to give up.
Yeah. Fractal.
So, Fractal.
Well, I mean, or maybe he play... Now he need to win both games. Maybe he play whatever.
He might say he might play Arabia or
Land
Madness. It was Land Madness. He might play Land Madness, and looks like the player's taking another break. Looks like he might be taking another break. I see an empty chair on the stage.
But that's the ACCM chair, so maybe... Okay.
All right. So this will be a quicker break, I believe. So if we could see maybe the drafts and have them pulled up again so we can look at what civs are remaining. We have Land Madness and Fractal are 2 maps. Fractal, the home map of ACCM. What civs does he have left? He has Bengalis, Lithuanians, and Magyars. So what are you thinking? Bengalis or Lithuanians for Fractal, then Magyars for Land Madness?
Is the option, I see it. I mean, Lithuanians could be okay in Land Madness too, but I feel that they should be on Fractal, as you mentioned, and Magyars for Land Madness.
Yeah, and then for Liereyy, Chinese for Land Madness, and then either Vietnamese or Burmese. Burmese for Fractal, that could be interesting.
Not terrible for Burmese.
They could go a Rambai, they could go for a Monk Rush.
Yeah.
They could have great men-at-arms if you want to do some type of tower shenanigans early on. Yeah.
All the wood upgrades for free. It's underrated, in my opinion.
Especially if you want to chop to the outside rather quickly.
Yeah.
You can also fight on the water with them quite a bit.
Gonna be very nice for sure. So let's see what it's going to be. How you feel about this series? You feel that they are both playing their best?
I feel like ACCM managed to get a win on that second map in a very ACCM type of way. Right? It was his home map and Mayans Chimera, a very interesting civ matchup, but he played it very well. He did exactly what he needed to do with the strategy. Right?
Okay.
It's the strategy, getting in all the areas of the map where he could get the raids. And for ACCM, it always does come down to the strategy. He's not going to out-execute Liereyy at all. It has to come down to the strategy.
Okay, let's see if we're gonna see something else from Liereyy, and he's gonna give you and me and the viewers more details about his gameplay.
If you can speak to the devs directly, what is your most wanted feature?
Realistically, or like anything? Okay, in a parallel universe, pathing would be perfect. Pathing would be perfect. Realistically speaking, that's not possible apparently. Because, obviously every unit moves a bit differently, every unit has different size and different pathing, so I get that it's very difficult. But yeah, in a parallel universe, if we had a perfect pathing, game would be 10 out of 10. But yeah, what else is there? Yeah, I'm thinking of a realistic one right now. Realistically speaking, I would love to see certain civs which don't get much attention, like recycled. So for example, they get taken off the pool from the ladder, for example, for a few weeks, few months, whatever, rework them a little bit, add in some new civs, and then recycle those civs. So you always have 3-4 civs sitting out, getting reworked every few months, and then they get into the ladder again, a bit reworked. Because there are some civs that just fall off, they never get to see the play, like Bulgarians, for example. So I wouldn't mind seeing Bulgarians, bam, removed from the ladder, few weeks, few months, whatever, and then reworked a little bit, and then added in the map pool again. Especially because we have so many new civs now, and it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing that we keep mixing things up. But at some point, the game is already very complex for new players, and then you add 3 more new civs every few months, it becomes a bit too much, I would say, for new players. For us, it's great, but for the overall generality, it can be complicated sometimes.
How can the devs or tournament organizers or the community maybe attract more players and actually keep them,
They're doing a good job. I mean, they're changing the map pool constantly. They're adding new features. You know, pathing might still be, you know, another topic, but obviously it's hard. What else could they do? They could do... I would still like to see the cycling, honestly. It's a new idea, would be fresh. What else? Campaigns, obviously a big part. Lots of players like the single player option and the offline player option. So keeping the game fresh with new campaigns, new history, people love that. That's what most people grew up with. So I think those things particularly.
How many civs can you play at the highest level?
What do you define high level?
Highest.
Highest? Which I would be confident showing on the stage?
Yeah, exactly.
Every single one of them.
Tell me your favorite civs to play, regardless of the meta.
Favorite civ? You know, I grew up and got famous by playing archer civs because I invented, well, I didn't invent, but like I showed the dodging ballistics back in the days when it was pretty much impossible because there was lots of delays and lag. So I always loved playing archers. I love how they move. I loved how they shoot. You can do so many things with them. And it has to be the archer civs. So like Britons, Mayans, Ethiopians, those civs. Malay, and those get usually banned, so.
Following up on that one as well, like, do you have a favorite unit?
It's either a plume archer or a longbow. I grew up with those two units. I love those two units. They're both ranged. They're both super fun. They look cool, so has to be one of those.
Good. Who's your ultimate 2v2 partner? There's a term.
My ultimate 2v2 partner. You know, historically it has always been hard. I grew up with him. We both got good very fast and very well, I would say. We're both top 10, top 5 almost. And yeah, so it has to be hard. That being said, I think I also had huge success with Hera when I played with him a couple 2v2s back in the, when was it? A few years back when Hard wasn't active. But yeah, those two are my ultimate partners.
Game number 4, we are on Liereyy point of view, and the map looks to be Fractal, right?
Oh boy, Fractal. And right away we see him pushing the zebras with the Vils, so he's not going forward to, well, he did scout forward by the looks of it, but he wants to make sure he gets that elephant and the zebras in as fast as possible and not get lamed.
And he's Burmese, man. Burmese,
Burmese.
Bengalis, man. Yes, okay, we see another new civilization here. He has the Lambrica, of course, there. Okay.
And we also have Vodka, who is AFK for a moment, so we're going to sit here and watch Liereyy's point of view. But it's always interesting to see that he has the identical pine trees mod, so he doesn't see all the read graphics. It's easier for him to click on them.
Yeah, because Observer, if you don't know, guys, he's human as well.
He is.
We have got super long games, you know, so he might need a small break. But now we keep going with the POV, and watching Liereyy, we can see how fast he is as well with all he's doing, right? And probably when you are watching like this, you think like, oh, it's not that fast. Well, try to do that at this speed, right?
Yeah, and I mean, look, just think about the Dark Age, how many clicks you have to do and how easy it is for him. Right? He's looking at everywhere on the map, and a very complicated map to play. You have to push the zebras, chop through the outside, take the berries, and eventually think about where you're going to dock.
Yeah, I think, guys, it used to be completely clear with you guys, we cannot have the POV Pro ACCM because he take 400 hairs.
Yes.
Monitor, you know? So
it is only the point of view of Liereyy because ACCM's monitor crashes our recording setup.
It crashes ACCM monitor because he's going crazy, but here we are with the whole thing now, and we're gonna see and speed up a little bit so you see if we miss something. Look how beautiful it looks with Capture Age, it's amazing. And resources usually are kind of forward in this map, and it's happening again. Both players with the stone, with the gold forward. It's true that there is one gold and a stone for both at the back, but still, you need the middle.
You do need the middle, and that's why we often see those 1TC fast and castle plays on this map, because the middle is so important, and you can push into the front of your opponent's base.
Yeah. Remember that if they check the coast and we see close to the edge of the map, it can be lock. You know, when they hitch up in that area, you make a dock, your opponent cannot send galleys and take it. But what is going to be the approach here? Are we going to see a
I hope so. I hope so. That's my favorite type of game, a full
Let's
monk
go.
war.
Yeah, such a clone co-cast that I have here.
Now, Burmese Bengalis, now this is your testing our tech tree knowledge. Do these civs have heresy?
There's no heresy. No, they has heresy. Burmese, right?
Burmese?
They do, and or not.
No, they do not.
No, they don't. No,
And
not because
Bengalis
they
don't
have
either.
elephants.
They
don't
both have elephants.
There's only one civilization in the game with heresy being elephant. That is Malay.
It's Malay.
Yeah.
So we can have a very good monk war here with no heresy. They can convert forever.
Yeah, but there's still faith. For example, Burmese is super cheap. You know.
Oh.
Layman.
Layman
Okay.
from right under the TC, and he'll get away with a buffalo.
Well, there's no villas, and we're gonna catch up, guys. The late game in a moment. You know. And you gotta be careful. It's palisading now the whole map, as you can see. Okay, what is gonna be the approach here for both? It's not doing army.
So we see two fishing ships from Liereyy, double dock from ACCM. He's gonna look to fish. So he's not going for the top of the map where you can block off that passage. He's just going for the efficient fish docks.
Yeah, has to be careful with that valley. You need to go back quicker, Liereyy.
And both players looking to wall. ACCM just throwing down the palisades at the top of his base too.
Oh, but they are not going aggressive anymore. They are preferring to go for the fish boom and try to go for the fast castle.
Yeah, but we could see some aggression in the castle age. And
Yeah.
We could see, as you said, those monks. If they're both just going to wall up, that could open things up for monks, maybe for a castle drop. Rathas and Arambai. That is an interesting, unique unit matchup.
I'm not personally patient, you know. Like I like the action right there, right away, you know. But we need to wait a little bit. That's game number 4. Remember that ACCM need to win or he is out of the tournament. This is a decider, an elimination match already.
And Liereyy going to wall up to his TC, just about finished with his walls now. And he has a scout in the back of ACCM's base. But yet, neither player going for any feudal age army. Just got a fish boom. And there will be one fire galley made, or two fire galleys from Liereyy, and you might try to sail forward with them and see if ACCM didn't block off that passageway.
I think he's going to send it. And if he sends it, then it's a problem, because there's nothing here from ACCM down. The population is almost the same. The 2 villages more is because you get 2 extra villages per age. And basically that's it. You know, market is already being built by ACCM. You got to be careful. There you go. And where's the galleys? He has one fire galley and doing another galley.
You're doing a galley. Oh, he's just trying to defend the dock then. That's how you defend the dock. You put the fires in front and maybe one galley behind it. So you can't just sit there and shoot over it.
Yeah, but why you don't send one of the galleys? Like, send one.
And scout, right? Because if we look at Lierey's scouting here, we probably don't see that... yeah, he doesn't know whether the dock is blocking the passage or not. So he doesn't know if he can go forward.
Yeah, he cannot know till he send the galley.
Exactly.
You know? And then if you send it, well, okay. The worst there is that you lose one galley.
Right.
So I think it's worth the risk. Anyway, resources are looking similar for both. And he's sending. This is huge. This is really big. Well, and this is happening because the meta of in the tournament has evolved, and they have seen this strategy before that some players are not blocking, and especially with Bengalis, the players are not blocking. He's going to be there. This is absolutely insane right now because the game is so even, and there's 2 fire galleys while ACCM got nothing.
He sees them, but
that's
that
really
is late.
bad.
He's going to start losing fish. He's doing a defensive fire galley himself, but it isn't out yet, and he's going to be down in numbers by the time it is out.
Oh, man. And now that galley behind those fire galleys is going to help a lot. This is really big. I mean, ACCM is going to go up, but Liereyy as well, and then he will be up without fish. Without fish.
And what a risk that is, just doing 2 docks. But you could do 1 dock over here in the corridor and have the efficient fish, and do the other one at the top to block it off.
Whoa, man, he's losing so many. He's really losing so many. It's going to be the 3rd one. Now he can hit. He's going to take that one. Even if he's repairing, he's still spending resources. So
at least the villager.
Yeah.
Is that fire hitting the fishing ship or the villager?
No, he's sticking the fish. Sticking the fish.
Oh,
but now the villager. Now the villager.
Too.
Now the villager. Now the villager is going to be gone.
Oh, he's trying to block the villager.
He's trying to block it. Okay. He's blocking it. Good job. Yeah, but how many fish he's taking? So many already. 4 already. And now? He's going to take that one or
well,
not?
he's just spending wood repairing there.
I think he's killing now.
He's trying to find the angle.
Well,
the fishing ship is still blocking it.
Oh my God, man. This cannot happen, man. Still Village down here. No, it's wall and all. Both are going up. And now both are going for castles. Both with villas on stone. Aramis versus Ratas, but Liereyy with a better economy for sure. All the fish is going down. 4 already gone. Why he didn't make the dock then to block? I don't understand that.
Yeah, and if you look at how Liereyy placed his docks, I think he has a second dock looking at the map for the fish there.
He has, for sure.
I think that's exactly what ACCM needed to do. One to block off the passage and another one just for the efficient fishing ships.
Yep.
Because if you do that, then eventually maybe you need another dock, but a dock's cheaper than all those ships he now needs to make to defend.
Yeah, those 3 galleys also is a good micro as well. Still have the numbers. Obviously, now ACCM will have another 2 extra villages, so he's going to compensate. That's what he's give you Bengalis, right? Yeah.
Oh, castle right as far forward as he can make it on his face.
His face. Are you kidding me, man? War galley upgrade that he has the market. You need to buy. You need to buy. And look at the castle he's doing on his face. I can't believe what is happening. But they're not going to try to make it. But then you need villages. You need villages. He needs to send
everyone.
it. He needs to send all the villages. And now if he deny that castle can be the game for Liereyy, we'll see. There's so many villages here. The scout is annoying, but I think that castle will have double abilities than ACCM. This castle is so risky. If he's not doing this castle, ACCM will lose everything. He's going to be up the castle or not? Is that a romantic castle?
It's going to be close. I think there's 1 tile between them. And
he's going to be
both go up.
He's going to be up, and then he's going to make armored elephant. Oh my God.
He's going to kill villagers with the castle.
Both are up. That's crazy. Petards, but now better economy for Liereyy to do what he's doing, right? Because he has the fish.
Well, Liereyy also just took all of his villagers to build that castle. ACCM at least still has villas working at home. He's going to do the armored elephant.
True. There is another demo. He's going to try to kill it. His micron is still there. He's going to micro another. He's going to kill it at one, but he still survive ACCM. 4 fishing ships alive. There's more petards. How many petards is he going to do? He's going to make the 8 petards. Is ACCM doing petards too? No.
Oh, where's he going? Oh, he ungarrisoned vills and sent the petard with it. Oh, now that is a mistake from Liereyy.
Oh, man, Liereyy. Those petards, man. Ay, ay, ay. And now he's coming with an armored elephant. He's going to try to kill it. You got to be careful. He's going to do a mangonel. He's doing the mangonel. But the mangonel is in danger to be lost also. Well, no fletching.
No fletching. This is if ACCM could do fletching. I mean, he did fletching and bodkin at this point.
Yeah, no fletching. The mangonel is there. And he might notice this. He's doing more galley. This is so intense. The population almost the same. And the game, as we expected, is definitely a clown one, right?
Right. And he's going to send the elephant to the other side of the castle, maybe to pick off the mangonel?
He has to be careful. Okay.
He's making a couple of Rathas now. Ooh. So Liereyy going straight for the petards.
He almost killed himself. That village. How many petards he has?
2 more.
2 more. He needs more.
For Rathas.
Yeah, but the armored elephant. Well, the difference is one is attacking with the armored elephant, the other is. He's gonna.
Yeah, and he can hop in the castle with the elephant, and he picks off the mangonel with the castle. That's exactly what he needed.
And be careful now, the dock. He has to be careful with the dock here. The ram is coming. The armored elephant is stronger than the ram, that's for sure. But he has already 3 petards. He's gonna be the 4th. He's gonna delete that house. 47 delete 6 army. No
another
army
petard
at all.
running away. He's running away with another one.
That petard is never one to attack here. The ram is gonna be down or not? No, it's not down. You gotta be careful. Armored elephant is a lot better, but the villagers. Oh, he repaired now, but you don't want to lose village here. He's trying, but.
Oh, the Ratha goes down to the castle fire.
How is the HP? 2,000 HP for 3,000. He's gonna take it. He's gonna take it. The petards. You need to hit. Ooh.
The Rathas stop them.
The Rathas stop it, but there's another ram. He's killing now village. Who's gonna take this game? Who's gonna take this castle?
Who's gonna take the castle?
Right? Oh man.
It's hard to repair because the castle fire kills all the repair vills. You could get the vills in between the castles to repair though without murder holes.
Probably. Yeah, but it's only 1 tile. It's really only one tile. There's another petard. No! He's losing another petard. Crazy.
And this is where the Rathas can just go to melee mode and pick off the rams. And
yeah,
you can also attack
but
the
they're
castle.
Still killing villages there. Okay.
Okay, now the armored elephant still is there. They can defend the elephant. He can hop inside the castle. That's the advantage of the elephant. You can hop inside.
But why he's doing all the rams? The Mangolis was good here. He doesn't have Bodkin. So he can do the job. Now both are with very similar HP, those castles. Even, yeah, it's still better for Liereyy, but not by much. Now here also
His
the
dock
water.
is gone.
The dock is gone, but the most important is the damn castle. Is now taking Rathas, not anymore. Adamais would be good here or not? No, he has 2 petars. 2 petars coming with more villas, man.
He's trying to repair.
Put villas on the TC.
He's gonna lose all the villas
No,
if he
villas on the
repairs.
TC and then kill the Rathas with the TC.
Okay, that's exactly what he's doing in the
exactly.
TC.
Then the Ratha's going down, then the Mangonel is
Another
coming.
Mangonel.
Oh my god, what is going on in this game? 49 villas, 43. And I want to see the castle. Okay. I love you, Vodka, but I want to... Look at Liereyy face! Look at Liereyy face, like, what's going on?
Lierey's enjoying this.
Yeah, man, it's like, this is incredible. Okay, HP for both castles, 1,800. Oh!
Another elephant?
It's the same, man, it's the same. It's almost the same. Oh, he's
also
repairing
repairs,
now.
but he'll lose vills.
Yeah, but doesn't matter to lose villas now. It's feel that who lose the castle, lose the game? Pretty
Probably.
much.
They've invested so much into this.
Okay.
Those Rathas.
No.
Pick the Mangonel.
Rathas the Mangonel, but now he can hit those. It's so many units. Okay, the Ram is going to be there, but then now it's going to be getting so many hits as well. He's going to the
He's
woodline.
going into the economy with the Rathas.
He's
going into the economy, man. He's going to kill all those villagers.
Game number 5 will happen. He's going to wall this area. And now the castle is also going to be down. The Rathas are going to take everything. And Liereyy got literally nothing at home to defense. Game 5.
There we are, game 5. What did he say? The strategy determined it. The castle dropped won it for him. All he needed to do was run the Rathas into the eco. There was nothing to defend.
Such a fun game, you know? I mean, I have the feeling that the crowd enjoyed that game, right?
I think they did.
Oh, man. I think Liereyy didn't enjoy that game at all, you know?
That's such a unique thing for the Armored Elephants, though, being able to hop into and out of the castles. Right? And I'm looking over at Jordan. Jordan enjoyed that game, too.
Jordan enjoyed that game or not?
Jordan was like, I'm almost ready for my interview, but we got to do one more.
Okay, game number 5 is going to be. Well, another game number 5 series. Okay. Land
Madness.
Completely different map.
Completely different.
That map is
very execution-based.
Probably Liereyy, right?
And also the civs, he still has the Chinese. Chinese against potentially Magyars.
I don't know, but after that game, this grumpy t-shirt, I will switch for the remaining of the day.
T-shirt.
Yeah,
You're
for
enjoying
a
that
t-shirt,
one.
Yeah, not grumpy
That's
anymore.
the type of game you want to see.
Yeah. I'm happy now. Let's go to see some beautiful replays about it. Look at this.
You have castles finishing at the same time. And a 1 tile gap between them makes it so tricky. You can survive in that gap. Oh, there are the petards that get picked off by the castle. Just the wrong time. They're blocked by the Rathas.
Because I think the problem here is why the petards go to that direction. Why they are not just going right there and take it. Because I think he wasted 3-4 petards easily.
That direction, and also walking back to the wood line.
Yeah. Like in total, like 3-4 petards that probably he could have killed the castle.
And this is what wins the game here. The Rathas, they run through, and there's nothing to defend.
He could have walled
that. He could have walled there. He could have. He could have made another wall and also gone to the outside for a lumber camp maybe, but this map is so tricky to play.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you do Rathas a lot, that's what you want to look for, opportunities to run through the defensive structures and get to the back of the eco, which often isn't defended if you're going for that unique unit.
Are you enjoying, guys, this series?
I'm enjoying it.
Are you enjoying? And the viewers? I'm sure
I think Mem's enjoying it.
Yeah, like a little baby, I can tell you. Yeah, game 5 will be, can we see the civilizations again? But I think it's going to be Magyars versus, what is it, China.
Chinese. Yeah, there's no way Liereyy doesn't use the Chinese here.
But
start the game already.
Agreed. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 5, Land Madness, Liereyy Chinese. And then ACCM Magyars. We were right. We looked like a decent caster sometimes. Mr. West. And now with game number 5, what you prefer here? Because myself, I'm going to give you my opinion and tell me what you think.
I like the Chinese.
I like the Chinese, but not if they can go for the super crazy long game.
Well, isn't that what we always say about the Chinese? They have pretty poor late game matchups against a variety of units. Magyars will have those amazing heavy cav archers with recurve bow if it goes late. But in the early game, the Chinese, with the 9 villager start, are going to have an absolutely insane economy.
And the Hussars and the unique units. in late game.
And look at what ACCM just did. He took one of his sheep and sent it forward. He scouted where Lierey's TC was with a sheep. It's like he's playing Nomad.
Oh, wow. Why he did that?
Because he wants to push deer.
Okay.
He wants to push deer with the scout, so he scouted with the sheep.
Good point. He wants to be ready to rumble because he has a civilization that he wants to go up, what, 18, 19 the population and go as aggressive as possible. Maybe even skip Loom. Yeah, he wants to go very aggressive. But Liereyy, let's see the build order, because Liereyy with China, 32 seconds idle TC, he's going to try to go as fast as he can as well and go from there. But let's see. I think we need to focus on Lierey's build order because it's more complicated, not because it's more important. Both are definitely super important, and we have 4 villages on berries here. He has 4 villages on wood, everything else is on food. Berries is food too, but the other is hunt. And then it might go up 20 population with China.
That's fast for the Chinese, but you can pull it off if you have a really smooth build. And if you look at the idle time, 32 seconds of idle TC for Liereyy, which isn't great, but it's not too bad with them. So he has the hunt under the TC. He'll keep it working now.
We have to do
another.
The
question is just how quickly does he go up?
No, he can't go 20. Need to go 21. And then it's going to be almost the same time that Magyar's. That is going to go up with 19 population. So it makes sense. You go up 2 population more. That is exactly what you have, right?
Right, and he just needs to force drop, and he should be able to go up. We see ACCM doing Loom this time.
He's doing another villager. I don't like that.
He's going to be slow.
Yeah, he's already slow.
And ACCM with his scouting knows exactly where he is, knows exactly where to send the scouts as soon as he goes up. And Land Madness, again, it's called Land Madness because you can't wall around your wood lines. You have some rock terrain there. You can do small walls on the lumber camp. And it looks like we have a brief pause.
Liereyy don't like the pause.
Liereyy doesn't like any pause.
Okay.
Sorry, my chair. Did he break something on his chair?
Wasn't comfy probably for a moment, but now it's up. It's 30 seconds, but 30 seconds you might have the stable up and doing a scout already, while your opponent is going to be building the stable.
Exactly.
More or less.
And also it gives you opportunity to get the scouts forward with forging before spearmen come out.
Yeah, and that's very tricky. So Liereyy will have to probably hold in the start. This is exactly the position he doesn't like to be. He likes to be the aggressor, to be aggressive, right? So let's see how he's going to react to the situation.
Well, sometimes this does have to happen if you're playing the Chinese, right? You're not going to have that same uptiming, even though you might have overall the better eco. So you need to react to those early scouts, maybe get a few spears out, make sure that you're walled. And look at where Lierey's walling. What is he trying to do? Is he trying to wall the entire corner of the map?
Till there, to the barrack.
Yep, and there are some versions of Land Madness that have rock terrain on the very outside, so you can't do this, but this one you can.
Yeah, but that's not the original. This is the original Land Madness, you know, and here we're going to see what he's going to do. As you see, the barrack is coming, the scout is coming, the barrack is going to be up, and it's that decided. We were talking, oh, he's not walling. Now he is.
Now he's walling.
It's the last game.
And it's the last game. Whoever loses this game is out.
Yep.
And imagine Liereyy going out at the stage to ACCM.
Okay.
That would be one heck of a victory for ACCM.
He's one game away from that situation, and now it's stable. It's going to be walling completely. He's doing a spear? Yes, it is. Double attacks? Not yet. He will do it as soon as he has the wood. Who doesn't have? Now he's doing. And now he's going to make some hit into that scout? No, because the scout is faster. He's going to keep walling? Yes, he will. And that scout is kind of trap. It's kind of trap. And now it's going to be difficult. Let's see the micro, but it's fast. Ooh! He got it. Every single hit matters now, Mr. West.
Absolutely. That was a great house just to force the scout into the spearman.
Yeah. But now he has already a scout on that side. And a spear as well. He got to be careful. The scouts are coming, and he needs to be there with a spearman. Is he sending? Not really, because he has 2 spears himself, remember, with +1, and already archery range. This is the beauty of Chinese.
When archery range transition against the Magyars, and I wonder if ACCM is going to do a range transition himself or just try to go very heavy into scouts.
That would be tricky, you know. I don't know if he can see. ACCM can see that archery range, Mr. Podka. Can we see the fog of war from him in a moment?
Yes, he sees it.
So he knows. He's very well aware about this situation.
And it's going to have to be skirmishers. We see Liereyy, he's going to queue up 1 archer, but he does not have any gold control right now. All the scouts can run around those faraway golds, and even with the way he walled, he did secure that gold on the left.
Yeah, he's walling till the edge of the map, as you can see, and now he's coming with more army. We need to focus on Lierey's base. This is exactly what Liereyy doesn't want to be. There's one village he's using, he's going to scout, but he's already having a spear scout himself. He cannot commit too much. ACCM, the spear is there, and the scout as well. Still walling and more spears at home. Oh my god, another house here. It's on point. 36, 35 population. 3 villages more, but now ACCM having some idle TC. This is so intense, Mr. West. I can't with this.
He can. He's going to wall the entire map. He's going to play Arena.
Well, if you wall completely, then China is absolutely amazing civilization for that. So let's see what's going to happen. The scouts are going and diving in. I don't know if he can wall already the woodline, since he has been chopping quite some time. Look at the micro. He took a scout. But those scouts are going to the wood. Scouts are going to the wood.
Chasing with the spears, though.
He has to be careful. He's forging. He's going to take a skill advantage. He's going to take the scout. No, yes.
He gets the scout.
He killing it. Look at the KD, 2-0. Didn't lose any single unit yet, Liereyy.
3-0.
3-0 now.
That spear is very low on HP. That'll go down. Gets a scout, though.
Okay, that was very low HP, and now he's mining the gold that area because the other goals, look where they are.
They're
now
all
that
forward.
I notice, his goal is terrible, man.
It's terrible, but he's going to have it walled off. He's at least going to have it walled off from the scouts. And on the other side, ACCM does have a very safe gold at the back of his map.
Need to wall, need to wall,
Getting back
need
to
to
the
wall.
wood.
That village is going to be down. That village is going to be down really fast. The spear is coming. It's down. Village down.
And the spears don't get a poke in. Ooh, the scouts run away.
Yeah, he has to be careful. Let's see the spears and the scouts. 4 scouts going away. Still have so many villages on the berries, but now the berries are unprotected. The spear is already here. He's trying to wall, but this is still so many scouts with fortune.
Yeah, but he has 5 spearmen out. That is a heavy investment into spears. ACCM going to try to pick them off, but every time you take a poke, you just lose your ability to kill villagers.
Okay. He's going to be walled completely, and ACCM is going to take another villager. No, he's not. The spears are there, and it's only going to scouts.
Oh, he takes another poke from that spearman. That is huge. Having 4 scouts with forging could have picked off a couple more vills.
What is the building that ACCM is doing at the back? Is the blacksmith? Okay, so he keep going scouts only. And remember, scouts are cheaper from backyards. They have the +1 attack. And if you are attacking all the time, maybe you're going to be able to go up quicker than the Chinese. And then it's a problem for Liereyy.
Yeah, you can always pick how many scouts you make. And if you're this far forward, keeping Liereyy in his base, you don't need as many scouts. You can do fewer and try to go up faster.
Ooh, but now he's wall. Now he's wall, and those scouts are kinda not gonna do anything anymore. It's crazy.
He might run in. He might run in through the TC.
But look how good China is. He's been under all this pressure all the time, and well, took a villager down. It's still the same resources than backyards. It's not like he's behind 400, 500.
Yeah, it's still up by 2 villagers.
Yeah. But now, ooh!
Quick walls.
Quick walls. Nice job here by the kid. The spears and archers coming. The scouts are going away. What is happening at the bottom? He's going to take good battle there. He killed everything. He killed everything with the village, man, because he was microing both spots at the same time. And now with the scout and the spear here, he's blocking here. But resources for ACCM are amazing, and it's about to go up.
Yeah, but this is where you have to be careful. If you lose your scouts and you're no longer running around in that base occupying the army, Liereyy can go forward and catch you when you're going up to the castle age, when you're spending all those resources on the age up and not investing into those scouts. Because this is the rest of ACCM's army right now. He has 1 spear and 2 scouts.
Yeah, but Liereyy need to attack. Because his opponent, and he see the score drop it, it's on the way to castle. It's not like Liereyy is too far, to be honest. Yeah, he cannot do too much with those scouts. Double archery range, he's going to go cap archers. And now Liereyy is going to do what? He has archers, he has the spears, he's going to take those. Oh, villager down. It's the second villager snipe. Now Liereyy need to click up. And how are you going to defend that goal? If I'm Liereyy, I think you need a tower in that goal.
And if you're the Chinese, what do you do against cav archers? You could maybe go for your own cav archers. You could go for skirmishers. You could maybe think about scorpions. But Land Madness is such an open map where you need mobility. And if you're going to go for the scorpions, you're lacking mobility.
Yep. For now, he's trying to attack. I don't know if he's going to be able to attack and make some damage. It's 2 spears and 2 archers. Not very scary for ACCM. Liereyy is up to castle age. He has gold mine and upgrade. And
running
now,
into the TC.
Yep. Because he's fully walled too. I mean, it's difficult to wall completely, but you can always wall if you are really focused on that.
Yeah, I mean, both these players going all the way to the edge of the map to wall. So, again, playing this arena version of Land Madness.
Okay, he has the spear on the goal. He has to be careful that the scouts are finally down. Yeah, it has been so annoying. But, you know, the crazy part is that Liereyy is still up almost the same time, with a lot of army after all this. KD is in his favor, but he lost 2 villages. And now he needs to hold against the cav archers. The problem with the cav archers is that you need to mass. And he has already the mass of archers.
He does, but he doesn't have the timing immediately to turn them into crossbows. There's going to be a brief window where maybe ACCM can get 4 to 6 cav archers. And we have a replay here of some scouts running around the economy. And the quick walls again from Liereyy going up around the lumber camp.
Very nice one. And here, probably going to kill all the villages there. We cannot see because he wasn't even paying attention himself, you know. Anyway, the archers are there. There's one problem here for Liereyy. Fletching is now coming, okay, but he's coming a little bit slow, the fletching. Imagine if we could do right away. Now Botkin would be great. He's going to be walling. He has to wall everything. He has double archery range, he has the stable, and now DC extra already for ACCM, who is playing, in my opinion, an amazing game, this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see Cav Archers being queued on those ranges coming out. And where does he send the Cav Archers? He can clean up those archers at the front, maybe, before they become crossbows or before they get Bodkin. And then think about that gold on the right. It's walled, but not far enough in front of it to protect it from the Cav Archers.
Yeah. I really think that the tower is needed there, or he will need a TC on a goal very soon. The good thing is that he's...
And there he goes.
Yep. He's delaying a lot of farms, but now you need to send the crossbows. I mean, he's only 2 Cav Archers, you know. I think he should have waited a little bit to send more and kill, you know. Now he's going to put the house, but he's going to send the crossbows there, and he will be fine.
Yeah, and also, look at all those hills by the gold. That's going to be impossible to get a TC on it cleanly.
Yeah, on that one for sure. I don't know if the other gold piles will be able, but the archers are there. Now kill that scout. It will kill it. Oh, it's full HP. That village is going to be down. Very smart play here by ACCM, playing
Bloodlines
so much attention, man. DC is a good tone center, but still being very aggressive. Look at the army. Look at the army by Liereyy, and Liereyy is still with 2 villages more. How is possible? Because of Chinese. That is absolutely amazing civilization, Mr. West.
Yeah, now we need a defensive workshop from ACCM, but at least he has 2 TCs. It's not like he's stuck on 1 TC and then adding in the workshop and not getting the economy added in. He will at least be matching Liereyy on the TC numbers.
He's going to go in. Now it's going to be a Scorpion, but we need to see how it's going to be Lierey's micro here. Lierey's holding the archers at home till he's doing the tone center. He's going to kill that one. Not really. And now he's going to the wood line. Let's see. So many Cav Archers. The Cav Archers with bloodlines +2/+1, and the Scorpion is there. He need to go away. He need to go away. What else now? He's doing few Calmets, Horse Collar. But ACCM has Wheelbarrow. Very interesting. Who has the lead here now?
Huh. I mean, it's very, very close so far. Scorpion for ACCM. Camels.
The Camels are good.
Pick off the Scorpions.
Camels are good here. It's really good play here by Liereyy. He has the 2 Camels here. And the problem for ACCM is that Liereyy has a lot of farming, and we know how the kid control the units.
And 3rd TC now for Liereyy. He did not have to do that Siege Workshop in Scorpions at home for himself, so that's wood he's saving to add onto the TC.
Yeah, we can see how the efficiency for ACCM has not been the best because he's been attacking now for a long time with those archers. He's coming with a lot of camels. He's now trying to split those. Okay, camels are there, and the camels don't have upgrades, but at least he's attracting the arrows from the Cav Archers a little bit. The spears are going, and well, I mean, this is a good trade. He has so little units here, Liereyy, and keep him away from his base, while now he has 3 TCs.
Yeah, but he's trying to keep the Cav Archer mass down, and behind all of this pressure, what the army did, the damage did was earlier, forcing that Siege Workshop up.
Yeah.
And there's the University. He's thinking of Ballistics now.
Poof, Ballistic here is going to be so important. The crossbows is still coming. We need to go forward and see what's going to do. And he's attacking again. He's attacking now constantly. All the time. What he did ACCM in the start of the game, now Liereyy is doing. But population, it is the same. 56 villages, 54, and 19, 16 army.
All the same. All the farms are idled,
yeah.
And only 5 villagers working on food right now for ACCM.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now it's going to have the +2 armor. He has 25 armored Liereyy, and now that TC is huge. It's really good, Mr. West.
Yep, and this is how you deal with crossbows, or how you deal with Cav Archers. As you said, they need to be amassed, and Liereyy, with the crossbow timing, is able to get forward with the army numbers he needs before ACCM can get the mass to engage.
Yeah, and when he's gonna try now to go and make the damage at home, Liereyy is starting to make skirmishes. Those skills are +2/+2. They are not elite skirmishes, but eventually they might be. There's still a lot of Cav Archers, yes, but they are missing ballistic, they are missing the 2nd armor. He's gonna be able to do some damage. Let's see if there is some walls on that palisades. I believe he's doing the houses, but he's there ready to rumble with some archers. He's gonna take a billion maybe, but no, because he noticed right away, and now he's going back in time. The score is still ahead for ACCM. The population ahead for Liereyy. That hill is so important, and ACCM is mining stone already. So Liereyy should think about mining stone himself.
Yeah, perhaps. And the stone's so important for the Magyars because they need their castles eventually if they want to go for Magyar Hussars. If they want a way to pick off Siege in the late game, they need a lot of castles for their unique unit. And right now, Liereyy just defending at home. He's lost that forward map presence he had with all the crossbows earlier, and he just wants to keep all the crossbows at home to keep them safe and keep his economy rolling until Ballistics comes in.
And I believe when Ballistic is there, he's going to feel a lot more comfortable with the situation. But there's a Mangrel, this Cav Archer, still not stoned yet to make a forward castle potential for ACCM. Wheelbarrow already for Lee, and what we said, Lee skirmishes. At some point, he might need also a couple of knights probably, because the Mangrel is coming. At least that is going to have a huge micro. But guys, the moment that is going to happen in a minute, it's going to be really important. Is he going to notice this? Who is going to patrol here better? There you go. Liereyy is there with those archers, with the skirmishes, but the Mangrel and the Scorpion is coming as well. Let's see the micro here by Liereyy. Liereyy is going to micro. I think he's good doing this, Mr. West.
I think he is good. He's just going to pick off all those Ibexes on the hill. Those poor Ibexes. Just so he's doing that for a reason, and the reason is he does not want to misclick on one of them later when he's microing.
That's perfect analysis on that one. And here, Siege Workshop. Resources are starting to look so good for the kit, but a scary amount of villas on his stone. Is he gonna come forward, ACCM? We will see. He's walling now complete with the houses. He needs to wall with probably more villas because the Cav Archers are coming through that area and the Mangrel as well.
And the tricky thing for Liereyy is now that he's walled, he's not gonna have golds inside of those walls. He's gonna finish that first gold where he built the TC, and then he's move out onto the map.
Yeah, but he has another in the forward TC, so he has another goal.
So he has a bit of time, but all those golds still are forward. He has those 3 golds to the left of his base that are so exposed.
Yeah, but Liereyy, with this crossbow approach, is probably going to go Imperial into Arbalest. Look at the resources. He has 1,000 gold. And right now, if he stops doing villas for a minute with this amount of farmers, oh boy.
Then he goes up.
Yeah. Okay, Cav Archers here. Skirmishes are coming. He should do a couple of knights, I believe. No, or maybe not. Maybe the skirmish is a node. You have to be careful there. The Cav Archer is going to be in the range? I don't think so. And there's a Mangrel. Mangrel is in danger to be down. Yeah, it's +2/+2. The Mangrel will go down.
And Lierey's not going to take a hit on the skirms.
No.
He's going to micro and dodge.
Okay. He's going to take it. He might take it. It's gone. That Mangrel is gone now. There you go. Didn't take any damage. Oh boy. And take the resources.
Running
Let's
right
see the battle.
crossbows.
Let's see the battle, but those Cav Archers are not fully upgraded.
Ballistics is in on the crossbows.
No
They're going to get
ballistic.
kills there as ACCM runs away. And that's 5 dead Cav Archers in that fight.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have now 2 different situations. Liereyy is gonna go up to Imperial. ACCM is not too far, he's doing the castle at home. He cannot go forward. He feels a little bit of the pain that it can be a forward castle and then being denied. But those Cav Archers are trapped, and now you can dodge the arrows if you want, but it's too many crossbows, Mr. West.
It's too many crossbows. ACCM's trying to dodge as best he can, but no way he gets out of there alive. The crossbows are just going to chase him down. So many dead Cav Archers as Liereyy clicks up to the Imperial Age. And this is looking really good for Liereyy.
It's looking good for Liereyy. It's not terrible for ACCM because he's going to go up to Imperial. But the problem here is that Liereyy has 44 army. ACCM, no army at all. He's taking everything. He's killing all the units. He's also in the north denying more and more economy. And as you can see, the kit with 2,000 resources more collected right now, and the amount of army and the presence in the map, it's probably taking the game or not? What ACCM can do, Mr. West?
This is going to be really tricky for ACCM, but remember what you said at the start. You like that late game Civ matchup more for the Magyars. If they can get to all of their upgrades and their heavy Cav Archers, they are very far apart right now. It's not like Liereyy is going to get up and instantly kill ACCM. He has the castle to defend, and he's not that far off from Imp himself.
That's correct, but... Oh, the crossbows, you have to be careful, but Lierey's coming. He has a stone for a castle! Oh! The crossbows, man! Well, he still have a lot of army, 21 crossbows and 19 skirmishes. That's why he's doing now the castle here. He probably wanted to make more forward. Where those villages are going, I have no clue. But now, when he's in Imperial and make the +3, yes, better go back, man. How do you stop those army? He has no army at all. No army at all.
And he's going to need a way to defend from those early Imp Arbs. That's what's going to be tricky. There we have a replay of that main Ganella shot off the crossbows.
And be careful now, it can be another. Goals at mining, and he's doing Corvinian army. I think that's no goal for the unique units.
Yep, exactly. So the Magyar Hussars that can pick off Siege, right? And that's the advantage of the Magyar, is the unique unit is a trash unit, but it has an attack bonus against Siege, so it can slow down a Treb push.
Okay, the archers are on all over the farms. That's a real problem. Bloodlines, husbandry, 106 villages, ACCM, more villages than his opponent. He has to be careful now. You cannot lose the army now, Liereyy. If you lose the army now, it's going to be terrible. 1,000 score ahead, +3 and chemistry. Big
damage.
Okay.
And there's that Magyar Hussar looking to raid.
And now, it's massive more. With the +3 and chemistry, those Mangos are going to go down instantly.
Instantly. You outrange them with Bracer, and then you get an extra +3 attack. They will go down.
But now this is a problem. This is a problem. It's annoying for sure. You cannot wall completely. Another TC on the goal, perfect. And now the +3 is there. The score is still ahead. Second castle. Mangonel down. And another Mangonel down. Now he's dancing over the ground, as you can see. Is he sending traps? He's now doing the trap, but good shot.
Okay, gets a shot.
That's a good shot.
But it goes down right away.
Yeah. Okay, trebuchet coming. Gonna try to kill the castle. The castle is on the hill, and I still insist that the problem here is doing the +4, but he has no numbers. And now he's doing camels himself. Oh my god, this army now here can raid a
52
lot.
military to 9 for Liereyy. And this just comes from that crossbow versus cav archer opening where suddenly Liereyy had better numbers, then took better fights, and it just snowballed.
Yeah, he's trying to go in, trying to raid. He's doing another TC. The good thing with this is that now you have to defend this and defend also that he's taking your castle in front.
That's a lot of vills on that wood line to the north as the castle's already being tripped down. Crossbow's getting some vill kills on the front as he tries to add in the stables. He's trying to do the final armor. He needs to trap this army and fight it once the armor comes in, but he doesn't have enough light cav.
He sees light cats only. Look at the light cats there. He has the archers, the skims. He's gonna take them all. He's killing so many. Look at the units. He's 9 army, only 55, and also attacking several spots. He's killing so many. Look at the Echo KD. Is Liereyy finishing this, Mr. West?
I think he is. This is looking better and better for Liereyy as he's getting close to 200 pop. ACCM only on 130. And how does ACCM clear this? He's trying to send light cav into the skirmishers, but they're still not even winning the fight.
Yeah, because he has all the armors, those skirmishes. Only missing 1 armor. It's Hussars now, but Hussars, when you have 10, is not enough. There's more archers. Camels defending the trebuchet. He has 3 groups of army. These skirmishes that did the job. Now on the right, he's going again with more archers, and in front of those trebuchet is the camels taking the castles. He's gonna be defending because he's repairing the castle forever, but camels as well sending there. This is an amazing game by Liereyy here. Castle now at home to avoid the rain. Really well played!
There is the GG!
Liereyy 3-2 and advancing and gonna play later to the Viper. Viper versus Liereyy later today. Amazing cities, crazy game. You can see how Liereyy was super happy, and ACCM with a smile, with a hug. That's amazing.
And hey, what a set from ACCM to take 2 games even from Liereyy. Some crazy games there, but now we get Liereyy Viper.
Okay. Well, so exciting day in front of us. I mean, amazing. We have now Hera versus Mr. Yo, then Liereyy the Viper.
That's insane.
Can't be better. It can't be better, man. Can't be better. You have to smile, the kid.
You do. I mean, do you really want to smile, though, if you're going to face the Viper?
Oh, yeah. He's confident. I mean,
he's confident?
And for him, is, in my opinion, facing them, these players, Viper, Yo, Hera, it's motivation.
It is motivation.
I think it's motivation.
And he must be feeling pretty good after that set. I mean, that Fortress game was a really close game, and the other game he lost, kind of a silly one with that castle drop. But Fractal.
We have to give the credit that he deserved in the game with number 5, even if he got Chinese.
Absolutely.
Because I think the ACCM went aggressive, the way he needed to do, you know, the way he needed to do. But Liereyy played after that absolutely amazing. He played insane. He did really good, honestly. He played really good. Okay, and now we're gonna see. Congratulations, Liereyy. Teammate, man, teammate, remember, you know? And we're gonna see what Liereyy has to say because he's really with KP.
Phenomenal series and phenomenal commentary for the boys. Thank you very much for taking the casting booth. I'm joined by the illustrious Liereyy. First of all, mate, congratulations, but good lord, is the day gonna be long?
Yeah, I have no words right now. It's going to be a long one for sure, very long.
Let's try to find some words because I think it would be fair to say ACCM proved to be incredibly tricky in this series. Jordan's going to dissect it further a little bit later, but I just want to get your thought process on a high level about Game 2 and Game 4, those key moments where he maybe got in your head a little bit.
You like to talk about my losses, huh? I can see. Wait, well, game 2 was, I believe, Fortress, right?
That was the one where he almost backdoored the king, right?
Yeah. I feel like I should have won that matchup. I'm pretty sure other players would have won it, but he played it really well. He attacked me on all sides, Eagles, and I made a couple mistakes as well, but credits to him. He played really well, and yeah, he deserved that win.
And then, of course, in game 4, it felt like he got under your skin a little bit. How did you recover so well for the 5th game?
You know what tilted me the most? It was the petards. I don't know if you guys realized. I sent like 4 petards out, they all died to the castle. Otherwise, I'm 100% sure I would win that game. And I tried like multiple angles with my gather point. It didn't work. Nothing worked. Petards kept dying to the castle. I was so tilted.
So
but yeah, back to the question. I tried to get back to my composure.
was this not like a let the hate flow through you moment?
A little bit of everything. Like the last game as well, then he has Magier, so I'm on the back foot, so that comes as well. So you have scouts running all the time. So yeah, it wasn't an easy set for sure.
Hold this up here so the wireless doesn't cut out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Up here.
Oh, here.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Thank you. So one thing I got to highlight is what's coming next, right? A small break, a little bit of time to breathe. But Viper up next. Are you concerned, like, you know, I'm thinking about his previous series. I called it the meatball buff halfway through against Tower when he just turned up, ate a meatball, went back and was on form. I hear he might have just had a nap buff. Is there a concern that the fatigue might be added in?
Maybe I'll join it as well. Maybe I'll take a nap to counter his. But I think I'll be fine. You know, still have lots of energy. We'll watch the set and eat some and get back to it.
Well, hopefully you can unleash some of that energy on the section with Jordan. We're going to dive deep into the games as we get ready for the next set. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Liereyy, congrats for this very interesting set.
Very interesting.
Liereyy, I think I've never seen you in my life shaking your head so many times.
How not to? I didn't find a solution.
I was not watching the game anymore, but your facial expression, like...
I was fuming. I was literally fuming. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So, game number 1, we had Migration. Liereyy, when do you decide to go forward dog and when at back? Because I feel like against Dravidians, it could be kind of risky to go for forward dog there.
Yeah.
The extra resources.
I feel like it's a bit of a gamble as well. Because if he goes fast feudal, my strat is just toast.
Yeah.
It's just pretty much over.
Yeah.
If he goes FC, his game is over.
Yeah.
So it's like a gamble a little bit. So forward dog is a bit safer. And I just decided to go for it since Persians are a good save to do it with. And it worked out.
I also feel like you're kind of known to be the archer player, but after seeing you the recent times, I feel like your new favorite unit is the Mangonel. Is that possible?
It's a better archer. It has more arrows, more stones, more damage, and you know, archers did get nerfed the last couple of patches, so yeah, probably.
It is always amazing, especially yesterday against Sarah. We saw, I think, 22 Mangonels from you, so yeah, that's something you're obviously very versatile with. I mean, this migration game was pretty straightforward, so I don't think we have to jump into it too much in terms of the analysis. But game number 2, that is obviously more interesting. Khmer against Mayans. I personally thought Khmer should win that one.
Yeah, me too.
You also said you did some mistakes. Which mistakes do you think you did?
Well, I lost all my Scorpions at one point. But then again, maybe Scorpions is just the wrong choice after all. I can never move out with them, otherwise he just catches them. Maybe Hand Cannoneer was the play. I kind of forgot about them. I was just mainly focused on Scorpions.
Yeah, you don't think about Hand Cannoneer as Khmer, right?
Yeah, you have other options. And I felt like I held pretty well the first couple of minutes. But then when I lost my Scorpions, it was like, oh, here we go again. And yeah.
He did an amazing job putting pressure on all the sides. Do you think it would have been a little bit better to invest more into Castle Age, get Lightcav out and get the map control so he doesn't push forward?
Hard to say, because he will push out. If I go Lightcav and he goes more or less Imp, then he can push out when he's Imperial Age, which might buy me a little bit more time. I'm not sure if it would have changed much. I felt like Imp was the better play. I thought Cavalier could match up. It somewhat did as well, but I made a couple mistakes, like the Scorpions. Not sure if Scorpions at all was the mistake or the way I played with Scorpions. Probably both. And yeah.
Okay. And when you saw 6 Eagles hitting the tower where the king was?
Yeah, I was chilling.
You were chilling?
Yeah,
it looked like it.
I had it back in my mind. I was just like, well, should I repair the tower? Should I move it out? Should I let him focus on it? You know, I had some options. So.
Yeah. But, I mean, he played it just incredibly well. And also Cavalry instead of Hussar. That's also something which was questionable for me. I think going for Hussars and then I don't know, Scorpions should be a little bit better?
Yeah, I thought I would die to Eagles, because the Cavalier barely did enough against the Eagles, and if I just straight up open Hussar, I think I might just die to fast imp.
Yeah.
As the early imp, so.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Game number 3, Outcrop. We had Gujaras against Hindustanis, and I have to smile because, Liereyy, that matchup we played in NAC 4, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought you would forget.
That's something I will never forget. I was Hindustanis and you shred me with chakram throwers.
Didn't I lose that game?
No.
Wait, what?
Won. Yeah, you won.
I won
but it was 2-hour game.
I lost the set, I believe. I lost the set.
No, that was the NAC before.
Oh, I see,
yeah,
I see. Okay,
we had Outcrop and you.
Yeah, there are a couple of bangers on Outcrop.
Yep. So, do you think Gujaras is better than Hindustanis here?
Hard to say. You know, before this game we had another game which got restarted.
Yeah.
And I had like the perfect start. I had the best woodline ever. I had like 12 sheep. And this game I was like, okay, both forward goals, no good woodline, and then down sheep. So I was like, this is the start where it all started. Game 3 was the start. Where the tilting started. And then there was a restart because the map was bugged apparently. And then I lost 2 vills to his scouts, and then was recovery all over again. But yeah, I think I even lost some monks. Not my best set, but
yeah, the four monks. Yeah, I remember that one. Walk us through the moments psychologically, how you deal with those situations where you're just a little bit frustrated, right? Especially having a good map, a good start, and then you have to restart. Was it tough for you to get through that?
There's no choice. Here we can see it.
Yeah, you're just shaking your head, right? It's just like
yeah, that's not even a good play, you know. But credits to him. He attacked me on both sides, so I couldn't keep track of everything. But if I just convert there and I block with my camel, it's down for camel, and then I snowball.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, back to your question. It's hard to refocus, but you just have to do it. There's no other choice. What's the other option? Resign.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
yeah, just gotta do it.
What was your long-term plan? Were you planning to stay fully on camels, or were you thinking about the chakram throws? Because I saw you clicking elite as well, right?
Yeah, like first off camels, and when the game stabilized a bit, when I felt more in control, I would just go chakrams. Just so I can have like 20-30 dealing out damage, and then the camel war, there's no way he subs that, so.
Yeah. Okay, now my favorite game of this series. Liereyy, can you read out what I wrote here as a note?
Fractal petards.
Petards.
That's all you need to know about the game. That's all you have to know about the game. You don't need to know more about that.
Oh my god, that was crazy. What happened with the petards there?
I don't know. I tried like 3 different Garo points, and nothing worked. They always came out at the bottom for no reason at all. Neely is sitting right there, the pathing issue. I hope he saw that as well. I was like fuming. I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm losing this game. After I killed some fish as well.
Oh, that was crazy, right? I mean, you were clearly in a better position. It was kind of a desperation castle from him as you took over the water, and
you could make the argument that I didn't have to go for the castle, but then again I lose my TC, I lose all the front space, and I have to play super defensive. Water isn't one, so I still feel like the castle was the better play, knowing that I would be ahead in water.
Yeah, I also thought like the problem for you was that you only had 1 villager building the castle
that
first 5 seconds, right? So he was able to get the castle up as well.
Yeah.
And him just moving in there with those Rafa, that's something I wouldn't even think about, and I think you as well, because otherwise you would have preemptively walled.
Yeah,
right?
I knew if he goes in, I'm dead. It was all about the castle anyway. And surprisingly, elephants counter rams, and they can get Garrison in the castles. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either, so I was like, okay,
something.
interesting, completely new game. So yeah.
That's kind of a very strong strategy there with the elephants.
That game.
And yeah, game number 5, Lamb Madness. From what I heard, you feel like Meggers is the better Sith here.
It's hard to say. I had a decent map, I had a back woodline, deer. The gold was in no man's land. I had 2 golds forward, so I had to go for the back one. It can go either way, honestly. I think Meggers is easier to play.
Yeah.
But Chinese definitely have options.
Especially in Castle Age, right? If you're Castle Age, then you should shine with Chinese.
Yeah.
In Prill Age will be tougher again. How important do you think it was for you to be able to wall your base?
Very important. Otherwise, the scouts would have kept coming in. He added more, and you know, at some point, I was like, I have to wall this somehow. Yeah, I found my inspiration for MBL. It was the right play.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah, I probably had to do it even earlier, honestly, in Dark Age, before I made any army.
What do you think was the main criteria for you to win this game? Was it you being able to get rid of the CA because you had more army?
Yeah, it helps, but I can see here I already had like 30 more army. Even if those CA survive, they're not gonna do much in him. But obviously it makes it easier that I killed them. Just win early imp, have the better unit comp, still have like 40 ranged units, and then I switch into camels, and he has nothing against that.
Oh, Liereyy, that's tasteful now. Especially with you.
These highlights, man.
We barely see those moments with you.
I'm getting roasted left and right here. Like, not a good if people looked at this from the outside, they would think I lost.
I know.
Like, it wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah, Liereyy, then thank you so much for your input.
Thank you.
And you will be playing against the Viper.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I mean, will be a tough one as well, but looking forward.
Just promise us that if next time you will be in a castle fight, that the petards are going to be a focus of.
I don't know what to expect anymore. Petards, I'm not sure if I should even make them anymore. Like,
better not.
Maybe not. Maybe not. It's safe to play.
All in RAM.
Literally. Yeah.
Okay, Liereyy. Thank you so much, and we will head over to the stage to KP.